is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Matt Ramage Show. It is Thursday night football, We have the Niners. We have the Rams. This is going to be a really good football game. So hammer the chat when you get here, you know what I mean? Can't do it before then. But I want to give a shout out to the sponsors before we start this thing. Quick Trip. I don't think I'm supposed to say anything, but I'm going to tell you right now. There may or may not be a bake sale coming up at Quick Trip. So, look for that. And if you're coming to Green Bay for a game this season, check out Quick Trip, baby. They got all the things you need for tailgating and whatnot. They got the hot spots, fill your belly right now, but also they have the brats. They have all the things that you need, the ice, the cheese curds, you know what I mean? And also Nicolay Law being a great sponsor. If you get injured, you're missing work, the insurance companies are being flaky with you, Nicolay Law is going to make sure you get what you got, you know what I mean? Get what you're due. But we have ourselves a good football game here. What do they got over here? They're talking about 7.5. The spread is 7.5. Is that the Rams over the Niners? I think it is. It says Rams minus 7.5. So I have to make a note of what minus and plus means, like for that, for the spread. Because, dude, all the years I've been doing this, it still has never like registered and clicked and stayed in my head what that means. So I always just kind of assume, because you can kind of tell which team is better, so you kind of figure it out. But anyways, here we go. But I did get some prize picks too. We'll talk about that before we jump in this thing for this game, because we can all root together. And then if I win, I'll do another giveaway. Actually, we had to talk about this, Vince, during the stream, but I still haven't got all the information from the people who won. Like I forget there were two. I think it was Barb and someone else. And the first one, not Barb, but the other one, she said, hey, I won. And then I was like, message me, but I didn't see the message from her. So, or an email. So like from either of them. So we got to make sure that I get these giveaways actually giving them away. You know what I mean? So if people know who won, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll make a post about it. What's up, Philly boys in the building? Should we hit him with the air horn? Let's hit him with the air horn. That, you know what I mean? What's up, Phil? Dude, this is going to be a good game. This is a game I was actually excited about. When I was at work today, and it was a long day, and it was an early day, I was like, dude, we have a good football game tonight. Puka Nakua. I remember playing on Madden, dude, one back in the day, dude, and he killed it, dude. I think he had, like, MVP. Because that dude's a baller. You know what I mean? But this is a good Rams team. The Niners, Purdy's not playing again, so I have to figure out who the quarterback is for the Niners. I forget. Do you know, Vince, offhand? Who's playing quarterback for the Niners tonight?
I think it's Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. All right. We got Brock Purdy. He's out with a toe injury. That sucks. But who's in? Who's out? They're talking about it. Those are guys I don't really care about. But yeah, it's gonna be a good game, dude. 9:37 to go before this game kicks off. So hammer the chat. What do you want to talk about? Want to talk about this game? Want to talk about the Packers? Want to talk about you want some marriage advice? Me and Vince got you covered over there. Sup, Ramage? Today was a long day. Can you play the Bears suck? There we go. Let's start this thing off. Let's get the Bears still suck action going over here.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. They really suck. Yes, the Bears still
There we
suck.
go. That was good. And, like, dude, I think it's funny because I know, like, if any Bears fans were in here, which I don't think any are right now, but they would talk that trash. But, dude, I literally, the Cubs won a playoff game, and they were chanting Green Bay sucks as they left the stadium. So it goes both ways, you know what I mean? People say, well, they're out of your mind. Yeah, we're all, you know what I mean? It's a rivalry. So get off my back! So, yeah, here we go. We're going to have a good football game today. Who do we think is going to win this game? I think I picked the Rams. I think a lot of people picked the Rams. So, I think the Rams. I don't know if it's going to be convincingly. I think the Niners are a good football team. They're good coached. I don't think that they're going to go down easy, but, they're on their backup quarterback. But, they got Mac Jones, Vince says, so we will see. I do appreciate Coach LaFleur's quick trip video. Yeah, dude, Matt LaFleur. I was actually thinking about playing it on the stream, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that, so I didn't do that. But go check out Quick Trip's social media. See Matt LaFleur doing a little promo video over there. They asked him a bunch of questions about like what it is to be a Packer fan, because Quick Trip has a thing like biggest fan and all that stuff. So go check out the Quick Rewards app, by the way. Shout out to Quick Trip. But Yeah, Matt LaFleur's video talking about that was awesome. It was kind of funny. He was talking about, he's like, yeah, everyone has because I think that question was like the ultimate man cave type of thing, and he's like, everyone has refrigerators in their garage, so a big TV in there is the ultimate spot. That's what I think it's the ultimate Packer fan, isn't it? This is stuff I should know. I couldn't remember like the actual name, but yeah, shout out to Quick Trip over there. But Joshua said the Rams are going to win this thing. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I was going to talk about my prize picks right here. I want to peek at these real quick one time. I got it's probably not likely, but I got Matthew Stafford 237.5 passing yards. I took the over. All right, we got Puka Nacua, 8 receptions. I took the over. Kyron Williams, 68.5 rushing yards. I took the over. Christian McCaffrey, 60.5 rushing yards. I took the over. Devontae Adams, 1 receiving or rushing touchdown. I took the over. What is that? It's at 0.5. So if he gets 1, I win. So I don't know, man. I might win. And if I do win, I'll be doing another giveaway. If I talk about my prize picks on a live stream, because that's annoying. No one cares about my money if I win or not, right? So if I do win, I will give it back to the community on live stream. And the next live we do, or probably the next game stream we do, I would do a giveaway. Here we go. Let's get to some chat over here. Cubs are in a tight spot. What's up, Ron? How you doing? Getting nasty in the top of the 9th for the Cubs. Hope they lose. All right, there you go. We got some baseball updates coming in over here. And we got if Rich Bisaccia worked at Quick Trip, would they get robbed every night and close within a month? I think they'd probably forget to lock that beer fridge up. You know what I mean? I don't know. There'd probably be a few mistakes. Puka is unstoppable. Absolutely, dude. He's so good at football. This Rams team, Devontae, he picked a good team. I think that this Rams team is going to be a problem. We're going to see how far they can go. And I think it's the first game this season I can watch a full Rams game. So I want to see what Devontae got going on. Jesse says, I got stopped by a random person at my local Walmart and said to me, are you supporting the Rams? I said, I could care less about the team. I'm just a huge fan of Devontae Adams. Got to support the best wide receiver in today's NFL. I got a Stafford and Adams for my Dynasty League that are playing tonight. There you go. You know what I mean? I should actually check out my fantasy real quick. And I am talking about fantasy football. I crack myself up if no one else. Yeah, so Lamar Jackson had to sit him, and I have Jordan Love, but Jordan Love's on a bye, so that sucks. And so I went and got Tua for my quarterback. So we'll see what happens there. It's not looking good there, bud. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't got no one playing today. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I want to make sure no one with injuries, questionable. Because I always forget, dude. They'd be like, this guy's questionable. Then all of a sudden I play him and he's hurt. And oh, man. Evening, bro. Cheers. Rick is in the house. What is up, Rick? How you doing, my man? Kevin says, Friday's show this week, what's on tap? We're going to do like a game show. Vince, do we have any permanent, set in stone ideas, or what are we thinking for tomorrow night?
I think weren't we kind of just messing around with some trivia or something like that for tomorrow, just to test it out?
We were kind of ideas earlier, so
yeah, because I think each Friday we were going to kind of test something out and use the fans or whatever as guinea pigs.
Yeah,
and yeah.
I want to do some type of interactive game show. And then you maybe have some giveaways, maybe give away some stickers, give away some stuff. See how good my prize picks does before I
start. Yeah, and we're trying to figure out a way where nobody can Google either.
Yeah, we got some cheaters out there in the land, you know what I mean? We got an update over here. Cubs win. So there you go. Now they can chant Green Bay sucks again as they leave the stadium. Cowboys face. What's up? I thought Packers were supposed to smash the Cowboys. Thought Packers had a good defense. I know Cowboy fans are still celebrating that tie, which is funny because I couldn't imagine going on a Cowboys page and be like, what now? After a tie. But that's what it is. That's the difference between the Packers and the Cowboys teams right now. The Packers are good, so they tied. It's bad, but the Cowboys suck, so they tied. Hey, you didn't lose. You're 0-6-1 against the Green Bay Packers at AT&T Stadium. Congratulations. No, but it's all in fun, dude. I appreciate you tuning in here, even though you came to troll a little bit. But dude, it is what it is. The Packers tied. That sucked. Offense did their thing. Defense, I didn't think they would give up 40 points the whole season to any team. But it happened. And Dak Prescott did his thing, so you got to give him props. But it was a tie, which is basically, like kissing your sister, as they say. And I know for those living in Texas, that's not good. I'm just kidding. It's all in fun, people. It's all in fun. I mean, there's not a lot of people watching right now. So what are the chances, the percentage of people from Texas besides Cowboys face? You know what I mean? It's a good chance. Anyways, here we go. Guinea pig squeal. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun though. Going back to that, I want it to be interactive. I like that's the whole point of live stream is hanging out with the people, talking with people. So I want the Friday streams to be fun kind of games. We're gonna see. Cowboy Face said, "Nah, I was just asking because what you said. I know, I get it. No, I talk trash and I deserve it, and I do. Because I said the Packers were gonna dominate them. And it was going to be total domination. I had like 51-13 score prediction. I was wrong. The Cowboys played better than I thought. Packers played worse than I thought. Blocked kicks, like special teams was horrible. But you got to get props. Like you win or you lose or you tie. But whatever it is, it is. That's what it is. You can't be like, hey, it should have been this, it should have been that. It is what it is. It's a tie, and it sucks.
And he should be proud, too, because his team played against a really good defense, and they looked really good.
Yeah.
So that's probably the best the Cowboys have played all year so far. Yeah.
Yeah, Dak Prescott did, and then they did it with CeeDee Lamb. So, it sucks. As a Packer fan, dude, I am not happy. That's why I'm lashing out a little bit. I'm lashing out. Someone on Twitter said, like, you're just butthurt. I'm like, yeah, I am. You got me on that one. But here we go. What's up? Rick said the Cowboys are like the 80 Packer fans, celebrate anything they could get. I know I suffered through the 80s being a Packers fan. Yeah, in the 80s, you remember my family, like we'd have big Packer parties all the time. Like all my uncles and cousins and stuff would come over. They had a big TV and whatnot. And it was always like my uncles betting on like first downs because they joke that they can't bet on the game because the Packers suck. So they'd be like, I bet you $10 to get a first down right here. And they would just do all these bets. Maybe they were just degenerate gamblers. I don't know. It could be one or the other. It could be one or the other. No, I preach a Cowboys face. You know what I mean? And what's up, Richard? He says, good evening. Good evening is right. This is a proper fella right here. Richard, I figure, is like kind of, a classy dude. You say good evening to people, you got to figure it out in life. You know what I mean? But here we go. We got to be pretty close to starting this game. Let me pause for a drink. In my Nicolay Law. Can koozie, you know what I mean? Check out the podcast, the Matt Ramage Show. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, you can listen to me. Give my thoughts on games. I know it matters a lot to you, know what I mean? I'm 115th in my Pick'em show, Pick'em League. So I do a Pick'em show every Wednesday. I do all other different shows. So subscribe to the Matt Ramage Show, Apple, Spotify, all the places that people listen to podcasts. But here we go. We got Sean McVay taking on Kyle Shanahan. These are two like the more better known names, talked about coaches in the league. Kyle Shanahan, don't like him. I don't like him. I'm not personally, but I hate the 49ers because what they've done to us, what they've taken from us. You know what I mean? We've had some bad situations with the 49ers in the playoffs. Generally, I try to not talk about those things because they make me feel sad, but here we are. We're going to have the kickoff coming up here, you know what I mean? And bingo, here it goes. From SoFi Stadium, this ball was weirdly dropped. I don't know. Did it even go far enough? But they're going to start this thing like past the 30. I might have to move this desk down a little bit. I'm losing half the TV over here, bud. Can you still see me? Here we go. You can still see me. Yeah, like he touched it, I think, and then it this is such a weird kickoff. It was a line drive, but it has to go past the 20. I don't think it did, or maybe it's just 25, but he bobbled. Anyways, here they start at the 28-yard line. I don't know what happened then. First down and 10. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he's going to get past the 30 for a few yards, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. We got Mac Jones. Let's see I think this might be the first time watching Mac Jones play football for a full game. 15th overall selection, 2021 NFL draft by the Patriots. 2021 Pro Bowl selection. But like those Pro Bowl selection, like was he selected in the Pro Bowl or did a bunch of guys bail out and then he came in? Well, I don't know. I don't remember. 2nd and 6. Here we go. Mac Jones is under center. He's play action. He's looking though. He's got pressure right away. He gets it off on a screen pass, and that's going to be a first down. He's still scampering. That's McCaffrey, right? I assume it's McCaffrey.
Matt, I just checked. Mac Jones is in no way related to mac and cheese.
Well, that's not, that's why I'd have rooted for him if that was the case. You know what I mean? All right, let's get to some comments over here. I think I missed some. I'm glitching out. I don't know. Is it me? Go Pack Go. Bears still suck. There we go. And now we got Mac Jones is going to be under center. We'll get back to the comments over here in a second. All right, that play is called is dead. Refs blowing whistles everywhere, throwing flags. So 5-yard penalty. That was a false start. All right, there we go. He said we're better now. There we go. What is up, Jesse? I can tell you I think the Packers will win big this week since it's their bye week, and Aaron Rodgers' teams will get the W as well because they have a bye week. You know what I mean? Everyone's winning this week. Hang on. We'll get right back to Devin here in a second as this play is about to go. All right, they're going to be, what are they at? About the 42-yard line. First down and 15, play action. Luck end to throw. Gets rid of it right side to McCaffrey. He's cutting it up, and he's going to get the first down. On first down and 15, takes it right down there. McCaffrey's a freak. Deb says, yo, Matt, got to say I'm a Cubs fan, even though I don't watch much baseball. My dad was diehard and never got to see them win a World Series. He passed away before they won in 2016. Football is my sport. Go Pack Go. You know what I mean? Shout out to your dad, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not a huge baseball fan. Obviously, I'm a Brewer fan, but I'm not, huge like I am into football. But here we go, first down and 10. They got 43 yards to go to the end zone over here, and it's play action. He's looking to throw. He's rolling right. He throws it right to the dirt. Nothing there. They had a little screen, looked like kind of a screen set up. And there's a flag on the play. Vince saw it. I didn't. Holding on the offense, number 68. I'm not even going to try to say that name. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, that was a hold, dude. That's the definition, dude. They put that right on Google. You Google holding, that might pop up tomorrow. You got to give it time for it to get in the system, But that is the definition. First down and 20. 12:45 to go in the first quarter. Here we go. They're going to be in shotgun. McCaffrey's to his left. First down and 20. He's back to throw. He gets it completed. He's going to be at 45. He's still on his feet. 40, 35, first down, and he's still moving inside the 20-yard line. Big time play for the 49ers. They're like first and 15, first and 20. We don't care. Dude, they big time plays right here. Most teams don't have a play drawn for first and 20. This was, dude, I like those crossing routes, dude. I feel like every team should do those. Hard to defend. Get the ball in space and let your guy, dude, make some moves. Yep. You know what I mean? What is up? Ivan Lars is in the building. Here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle, and that's going to be about 3 yards right there. You know what I mean? It's going to be second down. He looks concerned, Look at him. He's all dialed in. And the Niners coach looks all, hey, look at me. Even though they're rolling right here. Second down and 7. They are in the red zone. Mac Jones in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Now, he faked it to his left. He's looking. Middle of the field. He gets it. And that's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be third down and about 1. The tight end gets it right in the middle of the field. That's where you want your tight end. You know what I mean? With my new Homer hat, you know what I mean? Representing that Homer merch, you know what I mean? Go get you some. Third down and 1. Mac Jones breaking the huddle. 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. He's going to be under center from the 9-yard line. He's going to hand it off. He's looking left side. That's a first down to about the 6-yard line. They push him back, but they're going to probably put him right about the 6. You know what I mean? What do you and Vinny think Mike McCarthy will be coaching next season? The Packers should hire Mason Crosby as special teams coach. We would be way better than what we are now. I think Mike McCarthy will be coaching next year if he wants to coach. He should. He's a good coach. Needs a new scenery, whatnot. But I think McCarthy's a good coach. I think he'll be coaching. Mason Crosby as special teams corner. Man, that's interesting. We have Mac Jones throws it middle of the field, touchdown, San Francisco. Right out the gate, San Francisco goes right down there and scores a touchdown. On first down and goal, Jake Towns. And there we go. That's not what I wanted. But, yeah, I expect McCarthy to be coaching next year. Mason Crosby is special teams. But the thing about special teams corner is more than just kicking and punting. It's, the blocking schemes, obviously, which Packers aren't mastering right now. So it probably couldn't do any worse. But the special teams definitely has to be fixed. Even Ivan says we need a new special teams coach. They got to fix some stuff up over there. Here we go. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. Yikes! Oh, I think I just ran right into that thing. I think it kicked my neck, too. But here we go, 7-0. But, yeah, I don't know. If they like Rich Bisaccia, then keep him, but bring someone else in to coach up the special teams. Have him be like whatever. Give him whatever title you want. You need him in the locker room. But they got to do something about their special teams. The Packers got to do something. Rich is busy doing other things. Yeah, and then that's the thing. If that's the case, then bring someone else in, but keep him on the staff and have him be he's assistant head coach or whatever it is. Have him do that stuff. But yeah. What is up, Luke? He says, pick the 49ers in my loser pool in my cooked chat. Yeah. Yeah, I think that I don't know. The Niners came to play right here. They got the 7-0 lead. They went right down the field. They made that look pretty easy, to be honest. I expect the Rams though, because I think we're gonna have a good game. I was thinking about this at work this morning. This could be a shootout. I don't remember all the stats and where they rank, but I think both these teams are gonna be fired up. I think this is gonna be a good football game.
And it's still early too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't matter, dude. We're getting hyped up here, Vince. Don't try to calm us down. Rich can be the locker room entertainment. No, I think he's a good coach. It's just whatever they're doing, scheme wise. I mean, I can't imagine he seems like a fired up guy. So I can't imagine he's all not caring. They're going over this stuff in practice. I've seen people on Twitter talking about oh, they're probably not even practicing it. Yeah, they're practicing, they're trying. It's not working though. So if something's not working, you keep trying to do the same thing. You're just kind of foolish. You know what I mean? Let me move this back a little bit. Oh yeah, behind the scenes stuff. I don't like when my hat's cut off. I think it really, takes away from the glowing face that I have. You know what I mean? Speaking of Mike McCarthy, I've been wanting to tell you. Apparently, he's been seen a lot with Wisconsin athletic director, and their football coach is bad. So he may be the new football coach for them. I wouldn't be crazy surprised by it if he decided to go back, or not go back, but go to college. I know that he loves Wisconsin. He's lived in Green Bay after his coaching days in Green Bay until I think he went to Dallas when he got hired there. But he stays in Green Bay a lot, and I've heard a lot of people say they see him around here and there throughout the years or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised. He definitely loves the area. So and I feel like he's he's a Packer legend. Whether people have feelings about him towards the end of his time here, but Mike McCarthy got a Super Bowl here. He always carried the G. He's always been very cool with the fans. He respects the history. I have no bad word to say about Mike McCarthy. So if he got a job here in Wisconsin, that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? The 49ers have 3,000 people hurt tonight. If they roll the Rams, they are the best team ever assembled. I mean, the 49ers, dude, they usually find ways to be competitive. You know what I mean? Even with injuries. So we will see. We have the kickoff over here. He's at the 30. He's past about the 33-yard line. I kind of still expect the Rams to win this thing. I picked the Rams. He is not effective. Effort without execution is frustration. You know what I mean? Is that a Lombardi quote? I wouldn't be surprised if he went to the Badgers. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be crazy surprised. I don't know the whole situation with the Badgers. But think McCarthy ever gets a front office job with the Packers? I don't know. Maybe. That's an interesting question. I've never really thought about it. And working with the Packers in some way. First down and 10. Here we go. We have a run up the middle for the Rams. That's to be about 3 yards. But, yeah, McCarthy knows the Packers way and the Packers, everything about the Packers. So it wouldn't be horrible if sometime he got some, I mean, not even front office, but some way working with the Packers in some capacity. Not like coaching wise, but I don't think you go back to it. You don't double dip. But you know what I mean? Somehow working with him. Here we go. 2nd and 6, especially when he's all done coaching, when he doesn't want to do no more. Here we go. They're going to be under center. He trips a little bit. Play action. He's rolling left. Stafford's looking to throw. He gets rid of it. And that is going to be, I think, a first down. Puka Nakua. Took me like 2-3 seasons to learn how to say his name. We need to find another person like Matt LaFleur last season with Robert Saleh. That's a fun name to say, too. Yeah, he tripped over his own leg. Yeah, good job, Mr. Stafford. 3rd down and 1. Let's see if they can get it. They're going to run the thing up the middle, and he's going to be a first down. I don't understand Rich. I think Packers special teams is cursed. When we were bad, we signed Rich because he was one of the better special team coaches in the league. Then he becomes one of the worst in Green Bay. Yeah, I don't get it. It's like the Packers are cursed on special teams front. Yeah, because that's what he was. He was like, he's the best coach. Like, people were worried about him getting a head coaching job. That kind of went away. Yeah, talking about McCarthy over here. But here we go. We're at play action. Stafford back to throw. Throwing left side. Oh, over the head of Atwell. All right, but Jess is in the building. Believe it or not, NFL teams rarely practice special teams on the field. It's just classroom and meetings about special teams, but the Packers might need to take some time on it. It's pretty bad. Yeah, they have to figure out how to not get their stuff blocked. I can't wait to see McCarthy on the Jumbotron at Camp Randall, staring blankly at the replay of a challenge he just threw. All right, here we go. Let's get back into it. Stafford's over here in shotgun. He's got a man to his left, 2nd down and 10. He's back to throw. He got pressure. He goes down for a sack. Big-time sack. Niners defense all over that, and that's a big-time defensive play. It's
Boom.
3rd
Gun
down.
is back. You'll feel that one tomorrow.
Oh, there we go. We got to that one. But yeah, here we go. 155 folks watching live across all the places right here. We got one person on Twitch. Shout out to Twitch. So here we go. 3rd down and 21. Let's see if they got one of those plays in there. The 33-yard line. Stafford's in shotgun. He's got a man to his left now, a man in motion. They're going to hand this thing off and just try to it's punt. We have a Niners helmet rolling down the field. Where's this headless Niner? And it's 4th down, and we're going to have a punting situation. Hey, Matt, can you go over the new kickoff rules? Yeah, you have to kick it at least, I think it's to the 25-yard line. No one can move until the ball is caught. So they don't have this big running clashing that's trying to limit injuries. So that's basically, here we go. We have the punt over here. Punting rules stay the same, and we're not have a fair catch, and he gets hit immediately. She escapes like a wounded deer. Doesn't get far, though. To the 9-yard line. But, yeah, that's what it is. Both kickoff teams are set. I forget the exact yard line there. I don't want to be wrong. But I think they have to kick it past the 25-yard line. But no one can move until the ball is caught, and then they go run and tackle each other. Generally, they're not going to get past the 30-yard line, I feel like, with the way that these kickoff rules are. Shout out to you, Matt. I made it. Go, Pat. Go. What's up, Karen? How you doing? I'm going to step away here just for a second while we're at commercial. I have to use the bathroom. We'll be right back after these messages.
Get him out of there, will you?
Any news, Dan?
Not yet.
I love you.
We're here for you. Quick Trip.
All righty, we are back over here, dude. I do like that potty break video, dude. That is hilarious. Couldn't see it, but I could hear it. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let's get to some comments. What up, Matt? Go Pack, go. Do you deer hunt like most Wisconsinites do? Just curious. I do not. I've been deer hunting one time. I actually didn't do the hunting, but I hung out. But we were drinking Kessler, and I mean, I didn't have a gun, so I was drinking Kessler. But that's a long story. But I never really went hunting. It was never really my thing. But here we go. We're going to run up the middle by the Niners. That's maybe about half of that. Dude, I always say, like, I'm like the most un-Wisconsin dude. Because, like, I don't hunt. I don't really fish. I don't do any of that stuff. But I'm glad people do. You know what I mean? Second down. I got to check my prize pick because McCaffrey's been getting some stuff done. Second down and 5. 6:32 to go in the first quarter. He's going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. Mac Jones looking right side. Throws it up. That's going to be a first down. Big completion towards the sideline over there. The Niners got... Oh, there's a flag on the play, though. We're going to have to see what this is. Roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty added to the big play. You know what I mean? It's pretty amazing the 49ers are winning still with the injuries. Shows how good a coach Shanahan is. Kind of reminds me of another coach who could still win with a backup last year, LaFleur. Yeah, Shanahan's a good coach, you know. I don't like the Niners. But they get it done. He's a good coach. But, you know, it's early yet. They're up 7-0. They got a good start. But we're going to see what happens through this game. You know, both teams 3-1. I don't think the Rams are going to lay dead, though. Here we go, first down and 10. They're at about the 41-yard line. Mac Jones going to be under center. And they're going to hand this thing off to McCaffrey. That's the thing. They have injuries, but that's maybe about a 4 or 5 yard game. But they have injuries, but they have McCaffrey. He's a baller. Here we go. Second down and 5. McCaffrey, 5 rushes. I missed how many yards was there. We'll see you next time. Second down and 5. 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Mac Jones going to be under center. He's got a man in motion. They're going to try to run this thing right here. You can tell. And it's going to be a run left side. I think they could tell, too. That's a loss of 1. They knew that was coming.
He's on his back. You'll feel that one tomorrow.
I'm low-key happy for Mac Jones. I like him at Alabama. Trying to follow Tom Brady was like the worst situation ever. Yeah, it really is. But yeah, I think sometimes all it takes is second, sometimes third opportunity. Third down and 6. Who knows? He thrive right here, and then who knows what happens where his next place is. Third down and 6. He's in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's got time. He runs out of time. Oh, he throws it across his body, and that's going to be really close to a first down. McCaffrey, hopefully he didn't get hurt there. Kind of landed wrong. Weird. It's a little short. He's all right. It's funny he tried to move the ball up for. Ref's like, yeah, I don't think so. I want to check to see what I got over here. I know I had McCaffrey. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, I got he needs over 60.5 rushing yards. Seems like that might be happening because they've been using them. But here we go. 4th down and inches, and they're going for it, and they're doing the quarterback sneak. And it looks like he's going to get it. It's an old-fashioned quarterback sneak, you know what I mean? Just an old-fashioned one. What is up, Robert? How you doing today? You having a good time? We over here watching some football. If Chris Shula allows CMJ to beat them, he should face death by firing squad. First and 10, 3:46 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what they got going right here. Mac Jones is getting it done, though. Not big mistakes. He's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. He's got time. He gets rid of it. That's like triple coverage, but completed for a 9-yard gain. Dude, that was there were some defenders out there. I miss not having a good old Packers versus Bears primetime game on Sunday night, but since the Bears suck, they won't put them on primetime. Matt, has anyone figured out why the Bears still suck? It's we got our best scientists are on the case. They're evaluating, but all they can figure is they don't know how to coach quarterbacks. That's so far what we came up with.
We heard a lot of them took Tylenol.
Here we go. We're going to be a shit kid. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and that's not going to be a first down, dude. That was 2nd and 1, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. I think they might even lost like a couple inches. All right, 3rd down and 1. I still can't believe MVS in his 8th year, he has really done well for himself. Yeah, I've always liked MVS. I feel like he got had a hard time, fans, whatnot, but he's still doing his thing. He's got that speed, you know what I mean? He had some drops early on, and once you get those drops, especially in Green Bay, dude, fans don't forget, you know what I mean? Here we go from under center, play action on 3rd down and 1. He's got time. He tosses it. He does not see the ball, and that's incomplete. Kind of miscommunication there. Exactly. Because they do. 9-play drive, 52 yards, 4th down and 1 again. And again, the offense stays on the field. Dude, they know, though. They know, like, what this Rams can do. So, like, you got to take advantage. I like this aggressiveness right here. But if it doesn't work, you could, they're the way they are, this would be a tough field goal, I think. It's not a gimme. But they're going to call a timeout here. They didn't like what the defense was doing. Or maybe they're just trying to get him to jump. Who knows? Didn't really think that didn't look like they were trying to get the jump, but the play clock was done at once. Maybe they just ran out of time. A lot of maybes out there. I have no idea what's going on, but they're in the booth now, chit chatting. Here we go. We got that merch, baby. I'm wearing it right here. You know what I mean? For the 2nd day in a row. I wore this yesterday too. Don't judge me. You know what I mean? We go to thematramage.com. Find our merch. Check out what else we have in the store. We have some good stuff over there. And I think you'll like it, so go check it out. Matt, do you like when teams go for it all the time? Back in the day here on 4th and 1, you wouldn't be going for it. If you don't get it, you lose so much field position. Yeah, I don't like going for it all the time on my team. But other teams I like going for it because it's like exciting or whatever. But here we go. We're going to have 4th and 1. They're going for it again. And it's going to be a run up the middle. And he's going to fight for the first down. I think he got it. But, I don't want my team going for it all stupid like. I think that, I feel like that hurt the Lions, when you do it all the time. Pick your spots. Here, I don't really hate it because they're playing against the Rams. They know that they're not going to shut the Rams, though. This Rams offense is going to click in at some point, and it's going to be a shootout. You got to try to get the points while you're down here, while you're getting after it. But also, if you don't get it, plus maybe they don't trust the field goal kicker. I wouldn't say it's a gimme field goal by any means. Mac Jones in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off left side. Now he's going to toss it right side. Now he tosses it back to Mac Jones. He throws it left side to McCaffrey for a screen. A whole lot of stuff happening there, and he gets to the 30-yard line, and that's going to be short of a first down. But he got face mask, but they're not calling it. He definitely looked like he got face mask, and he was asking for that penalty. His head kind of jerked back. Dude, check this replay right here, dude. I think I called that pretty decent. These usually freak me out. But he did that little handed off to the left, a little reverse there, but then he tossed it back to Mac Jones. He tossed it to McCaffrey for a screen. Good play right there. I don't know if that was a face mask or not. Looked like his head got jerked back.
That was close to a horse collar, too.
Yeah, 2nd and 2. Here we go. We have a run up the middle by the Niners. And that's going to be a first down left side. Matt, what was the most iconic team you watched back in the day besides Packers? The 85 Bears' greatest show on earth, Miami's perfect season, Cowboys' stretch of greatness, Bills' Super Bowl run, someone else. I mean, the best that I've watched of any team? I mean, I would say the Patriots, like what they were doing. It's got to be the most, dominant dynasty like of our time. The 60s back in the day, the Packers are doing their thing. But from what I saw, here we go. Mac Jones is going to be throwing it right side on the sideline. I think he's out of bounds, but that was in the end zone. But yeah, he didn't get his feet in. But yeah, I would have to say the Patriots are like the most dominant thing that we've seen. Not like single season wise, but just like their stretch of like whatever that was.
Well, don't count out the Buffalo Bills back in the 90s for making those consecutive Super Bowls, even though they didn't win.
Yeah.
What was it, 4 in a row, right?
Yeah, but that's rough. I couldn't imagine being a Bills fan.
It's still quite an accomplishment. No other team's done that, so.
I'm not sure any team wants to do that. That's rough. You break.
Well, not the losses.
They have a run up the middle here for a yard. What's up? We got Aaron. What's up, Vince? How you doing, Aaron? Thanks for checking us out. We're having a good time over here. We're going to they're at commercial right here. We're going to hang out a little bit. Yeah, we got ourselves a 7-0 ball game. I expect the Rams to kind of turn this in. I think we're going to see some sparks from this Rams offense. But so far, the Niners, dude, they're getting after it. They're looking good. Going for it on 4th down, I think twice already. Getting it. Mac Jones looks like he's playing pretty good. He's not making mistakes. He looks like he knows what's going on back there. So that's all you want. But we're gonna see. Mark Wahlberg has another movie. The dude does I feel like he's got a movie coming out like every month, dude. Just looking confused, right, Vince?
Yeah, he does look confused all the time. Yes.
Adams gonna light it up. Yeah, dude. I expect Devontae Adams to get going. I expect his offense to get going. But right now they're not. Let's check out the old prize pick. See what I got going on. Are these updated? Let me see. Yeah, I'm not doing too good. Matthew Stafford, I had 237.5 passing yards. I took the over. He's got 5 right now, so it's not looking good this part of the game. But we're gonna see. So far it's not looking good, but I like I say, I expect this Rams team to start turning it on a little bit. We're gonna see what happens. Talk about a tease: 4 shots at a Super Bowl, no cigar. 3rd time's the charm. 4 times the charm. 5th time, maybe. You know what I mean? I props to Bills fans because I got a lot of respect for Bills fans. I'm not making fun of them, but dude, losing 4 Super Bowls in a row, I can't imagine like what that would do. Just imagine if that happened today. A team went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row and lost every time with social media around, dude. It would be brutal, dude. I mean, yeah, you have a fun season, so that's cool. Like you get to go to the Super Bowl and like all that. But to lose it 4 times in a row, like every loss has to be especially after that first one, which every next one is more painful than the last. Yeah, dude, it has seen that way. What is up, Erica? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in over here. We got ourselves a 7-0 ball game, and we're having a good time. This seems like a long commercial, too. It's the Eagles fan commercial. Uber Eats, but still the same thing. Anyways, here we go. Hammer to chat. What you guys want to talk about? What should we be talking about? All right, so yeah, I'll let you know this Sunday we'll be doing live streaming at 3:30 for the Lions Bengals game. So come hang out with me Sunday 3:30.
Yes. The Battle of the Kitties. Yes.
That's gonna be 3:30 of my time, Central Time, Lambeau time. Here we go. What's up, Joey? I wonder if 4 Super Bowl losses is what caused them to start throwing their bodies through tables. You know what I mean? That might have been it. All right, here we go. Mac Jones going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's got some time. Throws the left side. A little comeback route, and he gets a back shoulder throw. First down. What a play. That reminded you of the old Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson connection. I thought he missed it, too. Let's check this replay. Yeah, he came back. You can't defend that, dude. You can't defend that. But Gil is absolutely right. The Bills losing 4 Super Bowls took it to memes. Hey, to this day, yeah, dude. But here we go. We're going to run right side. McCaffrey's pitch to him, and he's going to be going for the end zone. He's going to be down about the 1 yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal. And it's going to be the Christian McCaffrey show up in here today. Dude, is Mac Jones better than Brock Purdy? Maybe, dude. I will say I'm not overly impressed with Brock Purdy. I don't think Brock Purdy is as great as everyone says. I don't think that he's horrible by any means, but I just don't think Brock Purdy is, kind of the level that a lot of people put him at. But, Mac Jones get done right here. 2nd down and goal. Mac Jones in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Dude, that looks like a throwing play right here. And he's rolling left, looking to throw. And he does to McCaffrey. That's going to be a touchdown. So the Niners go up another touchdown. 17-play drive, 91 yards, 8:15 off the clock. 8 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock, and the touchdown score is massive. Let your defense rest. Really takes advantage of everything. Yeah, Mac Jones looking good right here. Nice throw, running to his left. I love that the NFL made Vikings play overseas back-to-back. You want to be a Viking? Well, go on a boat and go across the ocean like Vikings win. For real. Here comes the extra point. It's up. It is good. So that's 14-0. And there goes the extra point right over, right into my.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at that comment. I'm sorry, that was beautiful.
It was. It's a good comment. All right, we're going to commercial. The Niners are up 14-0, and we'll be right back. You know what I mean? Easy for me to say.
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
All righty, we are back over here. He said, I'm sick. 49ers may win by 100. You know what I mean? 49ers looking good right now. I love that the NFL. Oh, yeah, we already seen that one. That's a great comment, by the way, Joey. Rams must have thought the game would be a cakewalk with all the 49ers injuries. Talk about an upset. You would think the Rams have the injuries with the score. Yeah, I expect them to turn it back on or turn it on at some point. But, yeah, that's why the 49ers are being aggressive with it. I think that's a smart move. You're up 14-0. Kind of, dude, while you have them in position, dude, step on their throat. And that's what you want. And that's that kind of Kyle Shanahan's deal, you know. They're not known as getting too conservative, I don't think. But here we go. We're going to have a kickoff return over here. He's at the 20. He's going left side. He's trying to find some room. He's got the 25. He's going to get to about the 30, which seems to be like the trend of all these kickoffs. 30, 31-yard line. That's where they're going to start just saying 13-36 to go in the second quarter. Let's see if the Rams offense can get something going to make this game a little bit exciting. You know what I mean? I'll drink to that. You know what I mean?
Now, Matt, I was reading that they have an article saying that there's been a record number of returns this season compared to the last few.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Just the games that we've done. Like that one was caught like the 5. Here we go. We're gonna be end to center. Stafford throws a quick right side, and he's gonna be able to hit that little circle button, and that's gonna be about a 5-yard gain. That's Puka Nakua. That's second down.
I'm impressed you know the controller on a PlayStation 2, by the way. I caught that.
Dude, my day, dude. I got a PS5 over there, dude. Red Dead Redemption 2, the last game I really played, dude. That's a beautiful game. Here we go. Second down and 5. Stafford's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. It's play action. Looking to throw. Throws it right side. He falls down, and that's not going to be a first down. A big mistake for the Rams. Matt, ever been to San Francisco? It's a dump. Kidding. I know you have left Brown County like once ever. Yeah, dude, I don't. Dude, next month I'm going to New York. New York City, I will be inside of you in 1 month. I'm going to be on a subway, dude. You know what I mean? That's why I stopped watching Law & Order until I get back from New York. I had no more Law & Order for me because every show starts with something horrible happening on a subway. Third down and 5. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got Williams to his right. It's big third down right here. Stafford's back to throw. Throws the middle of the field. That's a first down to Nakua. And he's going to get to about midfield. And the Rams got a little something going right here. Wonder if Sele will threaten anyone's life after tonight's game like he did Sunday. Did he do that Sunday? I think I missed that story. The kickers are so much better since they let them break the balls in a lot more instead of an hour or something before the game. Pat McAfee thinks the field goal record will be broken for sure now. All right, that's interesting. We're going to have a run up the middle by the Rams, and he's going to get a couple, and he gets taken down. The Kieran Williams.
Boom! He's on his back. You'll feel that one tomorrow.
What is up, Stacy? How you doing? Thanks for being on, man. Appreciate you. Pro tip: stay off Law and Order SVU. You know what I mean? I used to watch a lot of that. Shanahan, LaFleur, and McVay are part of the same clique, but Sele is part of that group too. You wonder if he kind of knows how to stop these guys. Yeah, he knows their philosophy and all that. We're going to have a run up the middle here. He's going to try to bounce the left side a little bit, and he's going to get about 3 yards short of the first down. So it's going to be third down and about 3, I'd say. But, yeah, I think all these guys, they sit around in the offseason, they hang out with their friends, they talk, they know the philosophies, they know what they want to do. So when they go up against them, now it's even harder. It's like chess because they're like, oh, he knows I'm going to do this, so I'm going to try this. And I feel like it's kind of like a chess game. Maybe sometimes they say, no, this is what I do, make them stop me. But I'm not sure. It depends what kind of team, how confident you are. 13:06 time possession for the Niners. They've been controlling this game. We're at second quarter, 10:54 to go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got Williams to his left. Third down and 2. Do they got it? He's going to hand us off the middle, and he gets shut down. And that's short of a first down. And the Niners defense come up big.
Boom.
And the Rams, dude, just can't get out of their own way.
You'll feel that one tomorrow.
And they're going to try to go for it, I think. It's fourth down, dude. 4th and 1. This is a big-time play right here. This could be, I wouldn't say the ball game, but if they don't get this and they go right down there and score, the momentum obviously is huge in Niners' favor, especially if they shut this down. This is a big part of the game already in second quarter. Stafford's going to be under center. He's got Williams in the backfield. And they're just going to try to run this up the middle again, and they get it. First down on 4th down. Dude, and they just ran again. I don't know if if they didn't get that, dude, I'd have been like a horrible play call. But he trusts Williams. But if you're going to run it, dude, what I'll say is that's how you run it. You put a running back there. You don't get fancy. You don't have a bunch of people running around. Hand it off, run it up the middle, block, and get find the hole and get after it. All this dance around the backfield kind of annoys me sometimes. Here we go, 1st down and 10, 9:34 to second quarter. Stafford's going to be a delayed handoff, and he's going to hand it up the middle, and that's a 1st down. Big-time scamper for Williams, and they got something brewing. They got something brewing, baby. Rams have to score here. I don't care if it's 3. Get off the – yeah, dude. They definitely have to score right here. Saleh and the Cohen, Jags head coach, were going at each other after Sunday's game. Saleh is saying he'll kill him. Cohen telling him to keep his name out of his mouth. Pretty entertaining. Well, how did I miss all that? Keep my name out your mouth. All right, Stafford under center. He's in the pitch. This thing right side. He drops it, and the Niners get it. It's a fumble. The Niners jump on top of it, and that is, oh, my goodness. Horrible, horrible. You can't do that in that situation, and the Rams are cooked. I think they're going to be about midfield. They just run down the whole end zone. They better hope it doesn't get called back because they just did a lot of running. There's no flags on the play, though, and that's clearly a fumble, clearly a recovery. And, yeah, what are you going to do? Rams are cooked, dude. Did we say at the same time? Because that's awesome. Second quarter, 8:51 to go. I'm going to stay here, hang out with y'all. Hammer the chat. What y'all want to talk about? What do we think about this game? You want to talk about any Sunday's game? You want to talk about the Packers? What y'all want to talk about? Let me know. The Saleh D is the real deal. Yeah, he's a great defensive coordinator. He's a great defensive mind. Obviously, it didn't work out with the Jets. That was like a trash show. But, yeah, he definitely knows defenses. Rough start for the Rams. Jeez, yeah, this is absolutely a horrible start for the Rams. That's the thing, like, dude. Sometimes, dude, you're a good team, but you just can't get it going. Oh God! You know what I mean? You just can't. You can't get it rolling. Back to the 49ers having the ball for an hour. I know, right? This is like we're watching like a Rams practice. Play the Bears still suck. You know what I mean? Let's get after it. You know what I mean? All right, here we go.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. They really, 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 really suck.
Yes, the Bears still suck. There you go. You ask and you shall receive. 49ers were just on offense for like an hour straight, right back to it. You know what I mean? Their offense does not get the rest. And also that defense does not get the rest. This was surprising for Stafford. I honestly thought this wasn't going to be close since all the injuries for San Fran. Yeah, this is pretty much like the opposite of what people thought it was going to be. Packers need to get in the bubble bath. We cannot continue this hurt on the O-line. Yeah, that's coming into the bye week. You know what I mean? That's got to be the thing. Get healthy. Get that offensive line healthy. Go Rams. Beat the Whiners. Not looking good right now, Matthew. Ain't going to lie to you. You know what I mean? You're welcome. I'm not really sure what you're thanking me for. Oh, yeah, for the Bears Still Suck song. All right, I got you. I had to scroll up to figure it out. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, if Bears fans can chant Green Bay sucks leaving a Cubs game, we can do a little Bears Still Suck dancing every now and again on the Matt Ramage show. You know what I mean? Go, Pat, go! Go, Pat, go! Let's get the vibe rolling in here. You know what I mean? I think this thing's empty. We're having a good time. A bunch of good time you can have. 49ers up 14-0. They're going to start this thing at the 30-yard line. So, yeah, they have worse field position than I thought. They're handing this thing off right side, and there's not going to be much there. Nice try. But let's see. They're going back to this fumble here. Yeah, Nakua did a good job with the block, but it didn't really help. He got back. But time that out. Matt, what's going to happen to our offensive line? It is banged up. I say we get help from free agents or say a next man up. I think that the bye week, I think Zach Thomas should be back. We're going to find out. Here we go. We have a quick pass over here by the Niners. They're going to get close to midfield. That's a first down. First down and 10. But, yeah, I expect that offensive line is going to, I think Zach Thomas will be back. I think Zach Thomas is a big key to that. We're going to see like where guys are throughout this bye week. We need to get some guys healthy. But I don't expect him to go in free agency, especially not to find a starter. I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I mean? We'll get back to the comments here in a second. Here we go. First down and 10. Niners are about the 47-yard line, pitching it left side to McCaffrey. He hit that spin move, and that's going to be about 2-yard gain. And we got Greg Haynes over here. Hello, Matt from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee. Somebody forgot to tell the 49ers that they were the underdogs for this game. The NFC team don't impress me, but it's early in the season. Yeah, they're getting after it today. They got a lot of injuries, so you know what I mean? I don't like the Niners. I don't like seeing them be successful. But they're a well-run team. Well, I'm hoping that they can still lose. It's still early. 7:06 to go in the second quarter. It's second down and 8. And they're going to hand this thing off up the middle again. It's a Christian McCaffrey show. And that's going to be about 2 yards. We need Zach Tom and Aaron Banks healthy. Banks is making $19 million a year, and he has hardly played. I'm frustrated, not going to lie. So what are we hearing, Jesse? What are you hearing on the timetable? Do we have any people coming back after the bye week? Let me know. You could be my source.
Hey, Matt, I was reading, too, that the Packers did release 2 players to open up for 2 players coming back from being on the injured reserve list. So it may open it up for Watson, is what they're saying, and maybe an offensive lineman coming back.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not sure when. We have a quick pass here, left side, incomplete by the Niners. But I'm not sure when Watson is coming back. I know that they're preparing for him. I'm not sure if it's going to be like right after the bye, or if they're going to have him come back, practice a little bit, be active, but like not playing, or maybe not active during game day. They might bring him back slowly like that. We're going to see. But let's see what Luke has to say about it. Unpopular opinion. The Gold Niners pants are dog water. You know what I mean? I can get behind that. I'm back. Sorry, I was eating some Baskin Robbins, bro. You don't got to flex, dude. Don't come in my chat flexing on us, Ivan. I don't get hungry. Here we go. 4th down. We're going to have a punt, and that's going to be fair caught about the 15-yard line where they're going to start this thing off. Is David Bakhtiari available? I think David Bakhtiari, that injury he had, that was career-ending. He didn't go anywhere else. I think he tried some stuff. They're draining knees and all that stuff. But that's what people, Packer fans freak out about Bakhtiari back in the day. Like, that was a career-ending injury. Like, you didn't want that to happen. You know what I mean? But we're going to step away. We're at commercial. I'm going to grab me a new brew, I think. And actually, I think I just got one. Never mind. We're going to hang out right here. Just give me a second to hydrate. So hammer the chat. And we'll talk about this. You know, we got some cool merch popping off over here. We're going to have some new stuff. I've been talking to my guy. We got some new merch coming. So hang tight with that. But we got the thank you, Jerry. We got the buzzed up. We got the hangover hoodie. We got I can't think of Victory Monday. We got the Homer merch. If you are a Green Bay Packer Homer and you want everyone to know about it, you know what I mean? Get yourself some Homer merch. We got all types of good stuff over there. TheMattRamage.com. And if you don't believe me, ask Ivan. He has all of it. I think he's wearing some of my merch in his profile picture right there on the old YouTube. Is that looks like one of my hoodies. I don't know. But anyways, get yourself some. Is the practice window even open for Watson? It matters because that should give a good timeline. Yeah, absolutely. He had to be out to a certain week. I don't remember that exact certain week because, you know, being on IR and all that. I think that I'm not sure. I don't expect him to play coming out of the bye. I expect him to, if anything, like when he's able to practice with the team, to come back to the team, like I say, practice a week or so and not participate in the game, but you know, slowly get, because they don't want to rush him back and then all of a sudden he's hurt again.
Yeah, I was reading they're expecting him to probably practice beginning next week, is what they're saying.
There you go. So they must be past that window. Yes, all you need is love hoodie. That's all you need is love hoodie in that right there. So if you want to get yourself, all you need is love hoodie. That was like one of my first like good pieces of merch I thought I made. I loved that when I first made it. I still do. I don't wear it as much anymore. But anyways. But yeah, the Packers need to get some people healthy. This is a good week. And then they, you know, playing the Bengals. The Bengals are not a really good football team right now. Burrow's out. They're not doing good. They're not having a good time at all over there. So we're going to watch them play Sunday against the Lions, and then we will see. Packers are going to come out swinging, dude. Coming out of the bye, got to come out absolutely swinging. Get that offensive line healthy. Whoever's in there, get them right. Get them ready. Get the special teams right, dude. If we have another blocked kick this year, I swear I'm going to smash the TV. I'm going to start acting like Cowboy fans. There you go. That Homer snapback hat is sweet. You know what I mean? Actually, well, I'm not. Oh yeah, it's right here, dude. This is the hat he's referring to. Get you some. You know what I mean? Here we go. Stafford's back to throw the flags being thrown. But that's the hat over there. You know what I mean? It's a good hat. You got the old MR on the side of it. You know what I mean? We were 6.5 points favorites to win the game. What's your prediction? To win what game? For this game? The Bengals game? Is there a line on the Bengals game already? I'm not sure what game you're talking about. Let me know, Erica. Appreciate it. Matt, I'm with you, bud. The Packers have never... Okay, we go. We got Stafford back to throw. Middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. Good coverage on the play. That was for Devontae. But, Matt, I'm with you, bud. The Packers have never been a good first half or first half of the season team. It only gets better from here. Yeah, absolutely, dude. It drives me nuts, though. They come out the gate swinging, you know what I mean? But here we go. Stafford's back to throw. He's throwing left side. That's going to be completed. Devontae's going to try to make a guy miss. Not successful. That was 2nd down and 15. So now it's going to be 3rd and short. Oh, the Bengals game. For the Packers, I think the Packers are going to win big. I think they're going to come out swinging. I mean, I'm not going to get crazy with the predictions, but I'll say like 31-17. I think the Packers win. I think coming off the bye, coming off that tie, and coming off that loss from the Browns, they're going to be hungry. And like I say, hopefully they get some guys back. The offensive line gets secured. Here we go. Stafford, 3rd down and 4 at the 20-yard line. He's in shotgun, empty backfield. He's back to throw. He's got time. He gets rid of it, and it's near the 1st down marker. There's a flag on the play. They're marking him short of the 1st down, though. Let's see what they're going to call this. 5:24 to go in the 2nd quarter. Come on, refs. Get it together, bud. Hold it on the defense. 1st down, automatic 1st down. They better or I am going to show up at 12:65 and kick Samid with my ownership rights. You know what I mean? What's up, Kevin? He said, what should Matt see in New York City? Burlesque show, stand on glass floor or observation deck, make friends with a Giants fan, sing with Subway performers. I don't know what any of that. What's going on? Oh, here we go. Stafford's in play action, looking to throw. He's throwing deep, left side, incomplete, overthrowing.
I think Matt should do all of those in New York.
No, I don't know about that. That 40-40 tie was BS. So glad we went to bed early. My mom didn't get bragging rights, so that's a plus. No one really had bragging rights, you know. We were all just sitting there staring at our TVs for those of us who were still awake. I don't know what I had. I was just like, I did not expect that. That was...
You know what I want to see you do, Matt? Go down to Times Square, get a picture with Elmo and like the naked cowboy and all those guys down there that do the pictures and stuff.
There's a naked cowboy just roaming around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, check it out. Google it, yeah.
Stafford gets the pass off past the 30-yard line to Mr. Williams over here. I'm not going to be doing anything people are suggesting. 3rd down, 14-0. Can the Rams do something here before half? 4:45 to go in the 2nd quarter. They need to get some points here, dude. You can't go into the half with 0. Play selection, this drive, 0 rushes, 4 passes. They know what they got to do. They have a long ways to go. They're at the 32-yard line. Stafford's in shotgun, empty backfield. You got to get that ball to Devontae and Endicott. They got options. Like this offense should get after it. That's going to be completed to neither of those guys, but that's a 1st down for the Rams. They're like, dude, we don't have to listen to this Packer fan. We'll do what we want to do. The one thing I want to do in New York, dude, like the first thing is just eat a real New York piece of pizza, like a New York slice. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a review on some pizza, not like Dave Portnoy style. Stafford 6 out of 10, 62 yards in this ball game. He's going to be under center here. 47-yard line. He's back to throw out a play action. Gets rid of it. Completed. Big time play to about the 25-yard line. What the heck? They came in swinging. He tried punching that ball up, but he was already down. I feel like that was an assault, brother. Got to get you a real New York slice. So, yeah. That's what I'll do, too. I'm going to make a video of that. Be like, oh, I'm glad to be in New York. I can finally have a real New York slice. And then go to some chain place. Here we go. Play action. Stafford throwing. Oh, he's got a completion. He's inside the 20. That's going to be... Is it going to be a first down? I think just short of a first down. I don't think it was enough. Just short of a first down. Vodka slices. They put vodka on pizza in New York? That's a wild situation. That's what's going on. Like, I haven't had a pizza without vodka in many years. You know what I mean? It's part of my regimen. Like, you've been drinking? No, I just had 14 pieces of pizza. I'm having a good time. All right, here we go. First down and 10. This is a 7-play drive, 70 yards, 3:53 off the clock so far. And the Rams are in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. He's got pressure. Gets rid of it right side. It looked like it's first down and touchdown for the Rams. Kyron Williams for 6, baby. 2:09 to go in the second quarter, and the Rams get on the board with their own touchdown. 8-play drive, 85 yards, 4:02 off the clock. And like I said, the Rams got it going. They got it figured out. Yeah, dude, he was wide open. I don't know how you let him get that wide open. Half the defenders just turned around and walked away as soon as he caught it. They're like, yep, that's a touchdown. Oh, there we go. Finally, we got some action over here. Like Beastie Boy, let me get some action from the back section. Here we go. Extra point up. It is good. Yay! You know what I mean? 14-7 ball game over here. 2:09 to go in the second quarter. 2-minute warning coming up. In New York, you should get some pace salsa and shout New York City in Times Square. I want to do like, I want to walk around, just record myself and be like, hey, I'm walking here. Just to see what happens. I saw a lot of videos on TikTok of like things to do in New York. And like people said you should just walk up to random people and just say, you good? You good? And like that's like how that's how they greet people in New York. So I'm gonna try that. See what happens. The videos I've seen, they seem to get hostile, but we're gonna find out.
You do that, and I'm already getting the milk carton ready to put your picture on it. Okay? Missing.
No, I won't be doing no stupid stuff. I won't be doing no cheesy stuff. But we're gonna eat some pizza. I want to see Times Square. I want to see the 9/11 area, the memorial and whatnot. All the stuff people look at when they're in New York. Obviously, the game's in New Jersey, but we're staying a few days, more than a few. So here we go. We have the kickoff, and he kind of bobbled that return, but he picked it up, and he's going to get to about the 33-yard line. 2:05 to go in the second quarter. So the Niners have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. So the Niners do have enough time to go down here and get some going, especially the way this offense has been playing today. I'm walking. What am I at?
Hey, no, Matt, I need to let you know that those New York rats are not squirrels. Okay.
No, I don't like squirrels either, so I can't imagine. Yeah. The New
You
York
are gonna see a lot of pigeons, by the way. So
Well, I see a lot of pigeons where I go. I leave my house, they come swooping down like they're World War II, fighter planes in the movies, you know what I mean? But here we go. He's going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. Throws it. Oh, incomplete. Right to the dirt. I think he I don't know if he tried to pull that back and it slipped, or he last second kind of threw it towards the dirt because there was some coverage there. But now we're going to be at the 2-minute warning. All right, we're going to get Matt will come back with fixed eyes after they throw him down the subway stairs. No, we're gonna be all right, Ivan. Don't be trying to freak people out. All right, we're going to be right back. We're at the 2-minute warning. We're right back after these messages. You know what I mean?
Hey man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful, I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
All right, here we are, 14-7 ball game. All right, dude, I'm scared of squirrels, dude. Dude, I had a squirrel. I used to live in a trailer, in a trailer park, and we had squirrels like eat through our walls, dude. And like I was playing Madness like back in the day, dude. Like my kid, like they're all grown now. He was like in a playpen, and like the squirrel was like running around the kitchen, dude. And I was like, I ran to the bed to slam the door, and then I was like, oh, the kid's out there, so I ran back. It was a whole thing, dude. And after like they tried to fill the hole, and the squirrels came back, and I was like so freaked out. I'm like, you don't keep my security deposit, sue me, do what you gotta do. I'm out of here. I do not play with squirrels. I was waking up and like I had like nightmares that squirrels were like under my blankets and stuff because there was like just squirrels breaking in, invading my house. I used to work till 2 a.m. I'd get home, play video games, and there would just be squirrels like chilling up in my house, looking at me like I'm in their spot. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't play with squirrels. I don't slow down for them either. If they want to jump out on the road, you know. You know what I mean? How lucky are you? I'm just kidding. I ain't running over squirrels on purpose. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. We're gonna have play action. They're looking to throw. He's got so much time, gets it completed, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Niners, and they're past the 45-yard line. Philly boy is here. You know what I mean? He's got stuff going on over there too. I had to drop a car off at the mechanic. Took the whole first half. Oh my goodness! Isn't it kind of late to be dropping off a mechanic? Sabaro's 2 blocks from the hotel. There you go. That's our spot. 1st down and 10, 1:28 to go in the 2nd quarter. So they got time. They got 2 timeouts. They're just past the 45-yard line. Mac Jones is going to be under center. He's back to throw. Dude, so much time. He gets rid of it, middle of the field. That ball is out. Was it caught? The Niners pick it up, and they're running, but they're going to say incomplete. Heads up, chat, Armed Forces Flag Football Tournament, Titletown District Football Field is next Friday, the 10th. Game starts at 1 p.m. See you there. There you go. Armed Forces Flag Football Tournament, Titletown District. There we go. Go check that out. Friday the 10th. I had to check that out, Look into that. We have an injury timeout over here, though. And I blocked it, though. That's a good graphic. There you go. Hopefully he's all right. 1:16 to go in the 2nd quarter. They're going to commercials. Talking about Chili's over here. But if flying into JFK, check out the TWA Hotel. Yeah, that's the thing, too. I've never flown before. And I see a lot of videos on TikTok, people flying going crazy. I think I'm just going to shut up and just sit there and wait till they tell me to get off the plane. You know what I mean? Because people are crazy. Flying into LaGuardia and out of JFK. There you go. Kevin's the guy I'm going with, so people who don't know. He's the one taking me on this journey. So if I get murdered, he's the guy you want to talk to. Check out the Kevin over on YouTube, chat. But it should be fun. I wouldn't have gone on my own. He kind of talked me into it. Not a fan of being behind in this stream. Yeah, I don't know why you're behind. How are you behind? What changed today? Are you watching on a walkie-talkie? Should I pause it? I need to know, Phil, though. Why are you behind? Flying is way easier and faster than driving. Oh, yeah. I definitely. I'm not too overly worried about flying. Planes fly around every day, It's not like they're falling out of the sky. So it's gonna be something I've never flown before, so when you take off, woo. But I'm not overly concerned. On the day I probably will be, but they serve alcohol in the airports, right? For that reason. So, but big shout out to Quick Trip over here. Quick Trip, man, flexing on them. You know what I mean? Let them know, dude. That's good. That's a good design right there. You know what I mean? But yeah, it'll be something because even going to Milwaukee or Madison is kind of a big deal to me. I don't really like being in a place really busy. So New York is a big thing because I'm not a big fan of big cities. I don't mind visiting Milwaukee or Madison or whatever. But I like the small town I like small town Wisconsin. But sometimes you got to step out the old comfort zone once in a while and go do something. I never thought I'd go to New York, being in all the places that you see in the movies. And so it should be cool. And I wouldn't want to drive to New York. I wouldn't want to drive anywhere like that far. Like, that's not what I'm into. Driving on like crazy big highways that I've never been on. Like, like people talk about like, around here, like drive through Chicago. Like, dude, that's never going to be me. Like, I'll go, but I ain't driving. I can't do a traffic like that. Even driving in like Milwaukee, like on the highway, dude, drives me nuts. But we're coming back over here. I'm just rambling, but we're back in this game. 1:16 to go in the second quarter. 2nd down and 10. Mac Jones is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. And they got, what do they got, about 55 yards pretty much to go to the end zone? He's trying to make some dudes change some stuff up, yeah. And the play clock was on a 3, but there's a flag, dude. I don't think they were set up right. They tried to change the way they were set up, and that's going to be a run for basically nothing. But I think that flag's going to be a legal formation or illegal. They were set up wrong. He was trying to shift. Yeah, illegal shift, I think is what it's going to be. Illegal formation. See, dude, I am so smart. You see that, Vinny? I had that right.
I saw that. You get an extra $1 in the cookie jar for that one. That was awesome.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I know stuff. No, I think that was pretty obvious to anyone watching that he was trying. Mac Jones was trying to get him to move, and it just seemed like, yeah. As soon as that ball was snapped, that flag was out. That ref was just like, he was like someone in the Old West with a duel. He was like, just pull it, dude. Dude, I dare you. Here we go, 3rd down and 10. Mac Jones is going to be in shit again. He's got a man to his right. Can they get some more points before half? They got a long ways to go, but they have 2 timeouts and 1:11. And now they're going to be 1 timeout because they just called one of them right here. 3rd down and 10 over here. They use a timeout. 2nd timeout. Can't wait to hear the stories of your New York experience. Yeah, I'll be recording a lot of stuff. I even thought about wearing, I have this, body cam. Actually, I have it right here. Let me show you what I got here. Where the heck is it? Yeah, so you got this, right? And this is like a necklace, right? So you put it on under your shirt, and then the camera just attaches to it. But I feel weird walking around with the body cam because I don't want to put people on a video that don't want to be. I'm not trying to be like one of those.
Does it have GPS tracking so they can find the body?
I know, right? Just be a video of the sky. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. Mac Jones back to throw. He's got time. Gets in middle of the field, and that's going to be a 1st down. Diving is the tight end. We're inside a minute, or just about to be.
I can see just a video of a bunch of guys over the top. You going, hey, look at this guy over here. Hey.
Yeah. Last thing you hear me say is, forget about it. 1st and 10. Here we go. Mac Jones throws it quick. Left side. He's going to try to make some dudes miss. That's going to be about an 8-yard gain over on 1st down. You got 38 seconds. I'll get to more of these comments here in a second. But they're hurrying it up here, so I don't want to miss anything. 2nd down and 2. Mac Jones, shotgun, back to throw. He's got a clean pocket, gets rid of it. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock at 26. 3rd down and 2. All right, so let's get to some comments.
I'm just picturing, hey, forget about it. Hey, that's my pizza. Hey, what are you doing?
Luke says, Matt, quick question. Would you rather stand up and poop or hang upside down and pee? I'd rather stand up and poop. And I've done it before, you know what I mean? I mean, not since I was single digits years old, but you know what I mean? I feel like it's something I can get back to. The other one is doesn't end well for anyone. Here we go. We're going to run up the middle, 1st down, and that's going to be Christian McCaffrey on 3rd down and 2. 18 seconds, 17. The clock is ticking. 16, 15. They have 1 timeout. They're not using it right here. 13, and they spiked the ball.
Real skill is doing both at once.
There is no expectations of privacy in public. And I get that. I just don't want to be rude. You know what I mean? Got that Midwest values. I think if I had a selfie camera or like that body cam, I would try to cover it with something, make it look, you know, I mean, I wouldn't go into stores and like try to get reaction from people. I wouldn't do anything weird, but just walking around, it'd be cool to have like footage and show like the different areas that I've been in. I wouldn't try to get people and like post it, like what people are doing. But anyways, Second down and 10. Here we go. Mac Jones back to throw. He's got pressure. Gets rid of it. Middle of the field. Incomplete. Defense was getting after right there. Third down and 10. Now 9 seconds. Try to say down to 9 seconds. Flex Dex in the building. Yo, what's good, Maddie? Sorry I'm late. I'm celebrating the Cubs win. You know what I mean? Congratulations on that. Even though I'm a Brewers fan, I can appreciate you're having a good time over there. Kevin says,
I think they're going to Milwaukee, though, if I'm correct.
What?
Since the Cubs won, I think they have to play Milwaukee now. Correct? Let me know if that's correct. Are they going to Milwaukee?
I have no idea. I like the Brewers, but I'm not a die hard like that, where like I'm football where I know stuff. Hope they do well, but you know what I mean. So we got 9 seconds, and I think the Rams called the timeout over here. I want to get to some more comments over here. I've been looking for fun things. Found drunk Shakespeare, improv classes, burlesque shows for $20, dueling piano bars, helicopter rides. You know what I mean? We're gonna see. Watch out for those e-bike people. Dude, I might be one of those e-bike people. I'm going to come and get me on an e-bike and just start rolling, baby. You know what I mean? I want to find that guy on TikTok who just rides around New York in the bike lane and just cusses at people who jump out, who are standing in the bike lane. I think if I just stand in the bike lane long enough, I'll find that guy. And I'm like, hey, asshole, there's a nice sidewalk there. You ever know that guy? I see that guy all the time, and I'm like, I want to find that guy. You know what I mean?
Hey, but I'm sure Stacy knows what she's talking about. She's a Jersey girl.
Yeah.
She knows what she's talking about.
Here we go. Third down and 10. 9 seconds to go. They're going to hand this thing off up the middle. And he's trying to get closer, and that's not going to be a first down. 2 seconds. They have the timeout. I think they're content with just kicking a field goal, going up 17-7, going into half over here. Yes, Cubs played in Milwaukee. Sorry about the poop. In the garage with my own thoughts gets wild. You know what I mean? I like that. You know what I mean? I like that. It's a good question. I like questions like that. Cubs, Brewers, and Dodgers, Phillies. There we go. Maybe we should live stream that. You know what I mean? When is that? I'm not a big baseball guy. It'd be interesting to live.
I think they play Saturday, if I'm correct. I think that's when the divisional starts, if I'm correct.
What time on Saturday? We're going to find out. Here we go. We're going to have 2 seconds to go here. Then we're going to be at halftime. I'm going to step away here for a second at halftime, but it won't be too long. 37-yard field goal attempt. And it's up. It's going to be good. And the 17-7 ball game is right before us. We talked about going to Sopranos Bar in Little Italy. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Sopranos. I'd like to see some of this stuff. But we're going to see. We're going to do some stuff. Give me some ideas for New York. Find it's like there's that Packer bar. We're going to hit that place up that Nagler always talks about. So he says 2 seconds left. I don't think there is. They're interviewing the coach, and they're running off the field right here. All right, we're going to step away. Actually, we got a scoreboard now. Phil, why are you behind, bro? Saturday, either 1:05 or 8 o'clock, depending on who wins the game between the Yankees and Red Sox. So I work Saturday till noon. So we're going to see. Maybe we'll do that. I'm not so sure. I need to be your baseball expert on your stream. We'd kill it. Time is still to be determined for the Brewers Cubs. Likely the early afternoon game. Yeah, I work till noon, so that might be tough. All series starts Saturday. So we're kind of getting the same information over here. Kettle of Fish. Kettle of Fish is that Packer bar in New York that Nagler talks about. A lot of Packer fans talk about it. So we'll be checking that thing out. Which I think Cheesehead TV is doing like a meetup over there. We're going to hit that up. So there you go. That's a good place. So the Yankees win 1 p.m. So now we know. At least 15 seconds, Phil. Get it together. All right, we're at halftime right here. I'm going to step away here for a minute. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I have 232 folks watching live across all the places. We'll be right back after a few minutes. You know what I mean?
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, you know, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
The Ultimate fan would know that the Packers played their first ever road game in Ishpeming, Michigan.
An Ultimate fan would know that Coach LaFleur was the 15th head coach and that he won 7 out of his first 8 games.
If anyone should decide who the Ultimate Packers fan is, I should make that call.
Coach LaFleur?
Could you make the cut and become the Quick Trip Ultimate Packers fan presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar?
One lucky fan will win a prize pack that includes $50,000 and 2 tickets to every Packers home and away game next season. Full rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
This one, Grandpa.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking the dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
All right, we are back. We have ourselves a 17-7 ball game. Big shout out to the sponsors of the show, Quick Trip and Nicolay Law. You know what I mean? Being fantastic sponsors. But let's see what Kevin has to say. Ride down escalator at Trump Tower like the running for president and like the Home Alone scene. You know what I mean? But here we go. Hammer the chat. What y'all want to talk about? You want to talk about the Pack game? You want to talk about New York? Well, we can still keep talking about that. Whatever you want to talk about. Venture into Brooklyn if you want to feel alive. Yeah, we were talking about that. I'd like to see the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know anything about New York. I'm not trying to go places. I mean, I don't know what Brooklyn is. Like, I really don't. All I know from New York is, like, from the movies and from, like, TikTok and, like, stuff. And I know I talked to Aaron Egler about it on my podcast before. He loves New York. He thinks it's the absolute greatest thing. Kevin's been there, who I'm going with many times. He brought his daughters. So I know, like, New York isn't, like everything that you see in the movies. But I'll definitely let Kevin tour me to the places. Hey, if you wouldn't bring your daughter there, don't bring me there. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say. No, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a memory forever. I'm going to do lots of videos. We're going to do lots of content over there. So I'll bring everyone along for the ride. We'll do some live streams. I'll have extra battery packs for my phone. And we'll do, we'll be showing like what we're doing. But I'm not going to be one of those goofy TikTokers though. Not going to be one of those goofy TikTokers who are putting everybody on camera and trying to be weird about it. But that's one thing I'd like when I do content, even at Quick Trip, I try not to be in people's face. I try not to be in people's way because, you know, especially at Quick Trip, people are just trying to get to work, get their coffee, get their whatever. They don't need some doofus trying to make a video, you know what I mean, in their way. But anyways, let's talk about the Green Bay Packers. You know, they got a bye week coming up over here. Let's talk about that. They got a bye week. Lions taking on the Bengals. We're going to see where this NFC North takes. I think the Bears also have a bye. So, we're going to see where this goes. And coming out of the bye, you know, beat the Bengals, get healthy, and get this thing rolling in the right direction. You know what I mean? Nakua's got 3 receptions, 24 receiving yards. Actually, I'm going to check my prize picks, if you don't mind, real quick. See what we got working on there. All right, so here we go. While we're doing that, be sure to check that podcast out, baby. The Matt Ramage Show on Apple, Spotify, all the places that you listen to podcasts. Check that out. All right, so I got Christian McCaffrey, 16.5 rushing yards. I took the over. I think he's going to get that, you know what I mean? I'm not sure all these are going to hit because Devontae Adams will need a touchdown, which could happen. Puka Nacua needs a few more receptions. I got 8. He's got, I took the over. He's got 3 so far. So we're going to see. Kyron Williams, 68 rushing yards. I took the over. Rams got to kick it in gear in the second half if I'm going to win, but it's not looking good for me. I ain't going to lie to you. It's not looking good. But here we go, 17-7 ball game, halftime. You see that graphic right there? It even says that it's halftime. You know what I mean? That's some high-quality stuff right there, bud. That's what we're looking at right there. This is a professional stream we got rolling on here, right, Vinny?
Hey!
All right. But, yeah, we should get Vinny to sing a song for us. Oh, and we got some comments rolling in here. Let's get back to that. I was almost about to have him singing for us. Rich Masaccio let me long snap him a football at 12 yards once. Told me to keep my day job. That's awesome. That's awesome. If he says you're bad, you know what I mean? You're probably not very good according to this special teams. But no, big shout out to Rich Masaccio. I know he's getting a lot of heat right now. Special teams not looking good. But that is a funny story right there. I don't have any stories like that. I was in practice one time at training camp. Preston Smith let me in like the family area. That was pretty cool. Aaron Jones came up to me, talked to me. Aaron Jones recognized me. I was at this practice, and I seen Aaron Jones like after the practice, the players coming over, talk to their families and whatnot. Because like all the wives mostly and the kids and stuff were over there. And then Aaron Jones see me, pointed at me. I seen Aaron Jones first, and I was like, oh man, it's Aaron Jones. And like I really wanted to meet him, but I was like, I don't want to be like a weirdo because I'm in a family area trying to act like I'm supposed to be there. And then he see me, pointed at me, and walked up to me, and he's like, yo, I love your IG. That's Instagram for the old folks. And then we talked, and then we hung out. Preston Smith, introduced me to his family, his kid, and all that. Dude, that was a pretty cool day. That's like probably one of my cooler stories. I mean, I've got to do a lot of cool stuff, dude. That time I jumped off that thing, that like for Quick Up, we talked about that before. That they made like this bus, and we all, they pushed it off the cliff, and then I jumped in the water. Thought I drowned. That was pretty fun too. But anyways, we got some good stories. But Aaron Jones was once one of the best Packers of all time. Super humble, comes from a military family. Yeah, Aaron Jones is the nicest dude you'll ever meet. Like that's like when people ask me sometimes like about some of the players that I met, even like some I have on my podcast. Aaron Jones was never in my podcast, but I met him that one time. Like almost every player I've met is like super, super nice. Super, super nice. And there's only one player that I've talked to that I really didn't care for. And, he is a former player from back in the day. But mostly they're all super nice. Especially Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, like anyone Aaron Jones comes in contact with, he like tries to make them feel good. Like he tries to make their day. And I just seen that even like at the practice, like all the other people he was talking to, all the kids, he's going up and talking to people. Like Aaron Jones goes out of his way to be a good dude. So big shout out to Aaron Jones, you know what I mean? It sucks that he's over there wearing the purple, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? Need a round of applause for that. All right, we got 241 folks watching live as I ramble along over here. 2 people on Twitch, so that's cool. 3 people on YouTube, you know what I mean? We killing the YouTube game over here. We absolutely killing it over here. But said Chris Jackie is a nerd, probably him. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that, but we're going to keep it moving over here. But yeah, 17-7, the Niners looking good with injuries. Lots of injuries, still beating up on the Rams. Can the Rams come back in this second half and get a win, make it interesting? Because this is kind of embarrassing. Like if you're a Rams fan, you got to be heated. You got to be heated right now because you're supposed to go in here. Were they favored by like 7.5 or something? They were favored by a good deal. Niners are beat up, and the Niners aren't just winning; they're making it look pretty effortlessly. They look like a premier team. They look like a playoff team. With this quarterback, with Mac Jones. Mac Jones, I don't know his numbers right now. We could grab that up, but it's he's looking good right now. Let me get a drink of beer here.
So are you saying that the 49ers are killing the Rams right now?
I would say so. I knew you had some plan. I was like,
see how I set you up for that.
Yeah. I was like, I should have said nope. That's not what I said at all. Just screw with you. All right, here we go. But yeah. I'm so jealous. Aaron Jones is so amazing. I've never been to Wisconsin, but it's on my bucket list. Yeah. Wisconsin's a good time. We got a lot of good stuff over here. People always talking about like Wisconsin's not a vacation destination. Like, remember when Aaron Rodgers said that? I love me some Aaron Rodgers, but He said at one time Wisconsin isn't a vacation destination, and it's absolutely wrong. Even outside of Lambeau Field, there's so much to do in Wisconsin. You got Door County. You got so many great areas. Like, yeah, if your idea of vacation is going to like some big city, I mean, yeah, and you could do that too. Milwaukee, they got Madison, they got all types of stuff. That's not my deal. But like Door County and like all these like wooded areas, you can rent cabins. Like there's so much stuff you can do. There's so much stuff that I'm not even thinking of right now. Wisconsin is a vacation destination. And if you're a Packer fan, just going down by Lambeau Field, you can rent Airbnbs. Let's stay in these Packer houses. You can do so much. There's a lot going on Lambeau Field. You can like find like I think like Curly Lambeau's like childhood home. There's like a whole trail you can follow. The Green Bay guy made a video about it. There's a lot of stuff to do in Green Bay. I'm not the best person to talk about it because I forget stuff. But
see, and Matt, you're right about that in Wisconsin. See, because Matt lives on the northern side of Wisconsin, I live on the southern side, so it's two different worlds too.
Yeah.
So if you want more big city, you'd be on the southern side, and if you want more like beautiful nature, colors, trees, fishing, camping, you'd go to the north end. And it's like if you want to see nature and beauty, go to the north end. Hands down.
Yeah. North side, baby.
North side. Yeah. So you need the air horn. You need that horn now.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
There you go.
Let's see what else we got here. I have 1,000 cold beers in my garage fridge. I'm here for the duration. Go Rams. There you go. That's a lot of beer. You ain't going to run out today. I went to New York for work once. A taxi ride from the airport to the hotel was like an e-ticket ride at Disneyland. Yeah, we're going to see, dude. It's going to be fun, though. I'm excited about it. Say, I've never really left Wisconsin. Like, say, I went to Michigan. You know, they got a Kmart over there. They got a KFC on the other side of the bridge. And I went to Minnesota when I was a kid for a soccer tournament, but we really didn't go anywhere. We just went to the soccer tournament and left. I don't remember much. But here we go. Here comes the kickoff. We're going to start this second half here. Return from the 10-yard line. He's at the 20, 25. He's got a hole. He's at the 30. He gets past the 35 to about the 37-yard line is where the Rams are going to start this thing. And you got to think that this Rams team is fired up. They must have had themselves a halftime. Like they got the interview right here with the coach. Let's see what he's saying. One play at a time, dude. Never heard that one. I will say that if you're a Packer fan from anywhere in the world, I lived here all my life, 50-plus Packer games attended, and I get the goosebumps every time I enter Lambeau Field. Absolutely. If you're a Packer fan, coming to Green Bay is a must. But here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. Throws it right side. That's going to be completed to Puka Nacua for, I would say, 4 or 5 yards there on first down. I'm from West Virginia, but I live in Lexington, Kentucky. Green Bay is definitely a vacation spot for us soon, yeah? You got to check it out, you know what I mean? You'll have a good time. Now we're at 2nd down and 6. Stafford's in shotgun. The refs are kind of holding this up. I think they're letting them substitute. Let's see what they got in the chamber on this drive. Here we go. He's back to throw. He's got pressure. He gets rid of it right side. He's got his man. That's completed. And that's going to be a first down the sideline. There we go, and the Rams got something brewing here in the second half. I wonder if my neighbors can hear me. I know that they can hear me for Packer games. I try to be quieter on these other streams. I know that, you know, they don't care. Ooh, he bobbled that thing at the end, but I think he still got it in there. Stafford's 11 to 15, 133 yards and a touchdown. He's going to be handing this thing off out of the I formation, and it's going to be about a yard gain. And there's a flag on the play. Let's see what this flag is right here. 2 penalties. 1 by each team. So holding on the offense, I missed what the defense was, but the offset anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Need Devontae Adams to get about 13 catches for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns here. My opponent has McCaffrey and Kyron Williams. Yeah, you're not going to have a good time, bud. Yeah, we need Devontae to pop off right here. Yeah, really? I don't know how many targets he has. Someone check the stats on that, you know what I mean? Here we go. We have Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's going to run this thing up the middle. And that's going to be, what do you think, about 3 yards on that thing? Second down and 6. Devontae Adams too. Like he like dude. Devontae Adams, like when he was in Green Bay, that's why I didn't understand. Like when he left, when he got traded and that whole fiasco, some Packer fans were like mad at him. Like Devontae Adams did everything he was supposed to do. He played out his contract. He didn't hold out. He was franchise tagged the year he was traded. You know what I mean? Here we go. Stafford's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. Now he's got Nakua in motion. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. No, he kept it and he passed it left side. That was a good play, actually. Fooled me. That's incomplete, though. Fooled the cameraman, fooled me, fooled everyone. Matt, not that it applies here, but can we get rid of the offsetting penalties if they aren't of equal yardage, dude? We have the technology, dude. Absolutely, dude. That is actually one of my biggest pet peeves about football is like, so you have pass interference and like someone sees the flag, they can do anything and just offset it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say it that way, but like I said, like if you have here we go, pass right side here. Oh, that's gonna be incomplete to Williams. No, but like you have like a egregious pass interference, and then there's like a block in the back or a hold or whatever. I just feel like, but how do they do it? But I don't know. Maybe the bigger penalty should be the one that counts. But yeah, I don't like it. But then when you start talking about it, like how do you fix it? Because you can't be like, well, that's what I mean. That's the only way that they could do it. They say, oh, the bigger penalty is the one that matters. But here we have a 53-yard field goal about this. 53-yard attempt. And it's up. It's going to be right. Far right. No good. No good. The Rams come out after half with a dud. No good, Vince. No good.
I'm sorry. That was way off. I'm sorry. I'm stunned over here. I'm sorry.
He's on other websites, you know what I mean? These drops. Yeah, they had some rough drops there, and at the end of that, on that drive. A good place to eat and drink in New York City is the Brindle Room. I definitely recommend. It was even on an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I have to check that out. What I'd like to see is like too the Seinfeld restaurant. And I don't even care about going inside. I know it's not the same inside as on the show, but I'd like to see because I'm a big Seinfeld fan. And Sopranos, like there's a lot of Sopranos places to go to in New Jersey a lot. We'll be there for a little bit too, so I don't know.
Here you go, Matt. A little late.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's I'm going on fill time. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Because the NFL decided that one was more severe. Yeah. I mean, I think that's good. Now it's no good. It ain't no good until Phil says it's no good. You know what I mean?
There you go, Phil. There you go, buddy. Yep.
49ers probably win this one. It's kind of looking that way right now, but I feel like I don't know. Down 10, Rams, can they turn it on? It doesn't seem real convincing right now. It doesn't seem like there's a real reason to believe that. I mean, they just went down there, had a nice little decent drive started, kind of screwed up a lot of drops, missed the field goal, and it's not a lot to be hopeful for if you're a Rams fan over here. But we go see. Matt, how long of a field goal could you make? See, this is a good question, and I actually thought about doing this over at Titletown District. They have the football field there. I think they have. I don't know if they have field goal posts. I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. They have a whole field over there. But could I make like a 35-yard? Do you think? I don't know. I never really tried since like high school. I went to Green Bay East High School, so that's where the Packers used to play. So we would like kick field goals there and like screw around at gym class or whatever. But I think it's the last time I tried making a field goal. So like I kicked field goals where the Packers once played. I'm not sure I made any of them, but I kicked them. You know what I mean? I don't remember. Feed McCarthy. Yeah, at this point in the game, just feed McCarthy. He's got 45 rushing yards. He's got a touchdown. And, I expect that to be the kind of the plan. They haven't really stopped him too much today.
Now, Matt, you could film yourself kicking a field goal and then give the footage to me, and I'll make you kick like a 200-yarder if you want.
Yeah, I know, right? We have a run up the middle here for a couple yards. Yeah, just have it like me kicking, then it cuts to like an NFL game. They do have pose. I'll give you a hold at the 25. No chance. We should do it. Yeah, I thought they did. First of all, everything down at Titletown is like ridiculously awesome. Titletown's awesome. They got those apartments like look over Titletown district. Those would be cool to live in, but I feel like they're kind of pricey. I think a lot of players live in them. 2nd down and 8. We're going to be in again. Back to throw. He's got time. Not a lot of pressure. Throws it right side, and that's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, he just kind of threw that thing away, or there was some miscommunication.
I would love
Stacy.
I would love to see you and some of your other guys you collaborate with do something for charity on the field goals. I think that would be kind of fun if you guys all got together and did something for charity.
How do you make money though for charity?
Well, I don't know. You get people to
field goals.
Yeah, to donate. For who makes field goals for the yardage or something like that, or maybe it's so much per yard. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that could be some. We have a flag on the play over here. They threw it right side. Gotta see what this flag is. But yeah, we could talk about that. I'm always down to do stuff for charity. We have pass interference. Let's see what this is. I think it's gonna be yeah, that's pass interference on the Rams. That's definitely pass interference. But actually, I'm gonna do some stuff. I think I'm gonna try to do some stuff for Coach for Kids. So I'm gonna talk about that coming up as like the winter stretch brewing. I think it'd be cool to. I'm not gonna do anything, but like shout out like people like WBAY here in Green Bay does some Coach for Kids stuff. We're gonna do that. But here we go. We're gonna have a throw left side, and he's gonna have his man. That's gonna be a first down on the sideline. Here we go. 11:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. I long snap. I got a holder. Make it legit. I'll roll in for charity. There we go. We got it lined up. You know what I mean? Do a Texas Hold'em tournament with a local establishment. Flip a few bucks to charity. Yeah, dude. I do like some poker. Yeah, I actually do plan on doing some stuff coming up. I'm trying to think of ways to use the platform to like give back and do good things with it. So definitely good ideas. Here we go. We're gonna have a pitch left side to McCaffrey, and he's gonna try to get some yards. He's gonna get about 2.5 yards, I think, maybe 3 yards there. And it's Mac Jones. Is he? Yeah, he's got a little knee injury.
He got hit low on not that last play, but like the play before when he threw that long first down.
Yeah,
he got hit pretty low.
Yeah. So he's gimping, and then they were they saying he had a knee injury to begin with, so he might have just re-injured something. I don't know. Yeah, Phil said, I'll take the under on Matt from 35. Here we go. Mac Jones going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. He's going to have a few yards here. They're going to be short 3rd down. I was saying about 3 yards, depending on where they mark this thing. We got 10:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 3. They're still huddled up here. All right, here we go. Mac Jones going to be in shotgun. McCaffrey is to his left. He's got a man in motion. Can they get the first down on 3rd down, or can the Rams hold? He's back to throw. He's got pressure. Gets it off. That's completed. First down, and the Niners continue to roll. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's definitely gimped up. Mac Jones kind of, I wouldn't say gimped up. He's got a slight limp. It doesn't seem too severe, but definitely something going on there. Kicking 35 yards is no joke. When you're down here on the field and you look up, those goalposts seem to be miles away. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd have to practice and stuff. I had to get a little, warm the old heater up, you know what I mean? A little bit, get a little pull start on that thing, but I think I can get it done. I ran a 40 over there. I almost broke my neck. Here we go. We're going to hand it off up the middle to McCaffrey, and he's going to get inside the 10-yard line, and that was first down. So now we have 2nd down from the 9-yard line. Eddie Haskell. Eddie Haskell reference? Is that what I just heard? We have a 7-play drive, 48 yards. He said, I don't know if anyone knows who Eddie Haskell is. Bro, we know who Eddie Haskell is, bro. Eddie Haskell was my hero at one point in my life. Then I realized Beaver was the real star of the show, you know what I mean? Misunderstood a little bit. We're going to have a throw here by the Niners, and that's going to be completed near the first down marker. They'll see where they mark it, and I think they're going to give them the first down. 8:30 to go in the third quarter, and that should be first down. Yeah, Mac Jones, dude, just getting it done today. On-time route, on-time pass. Caught that thing right at the marker. You're old. Eddie Haskell, bro. Google it. Dude, Leave It to Beaver is a very underrated show. We got a first down over here, and they're going to be from about the 3-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. He's going to burst right through the hole. He's looking to get 6, but he does not. They balled him up right there about the 1-yard line.
Boom! He's on his back. You'll feel that one tomorrow.
Dude, no, Leave It to Beaver was a great show back in the day. You know, it made you like, you know, all wholesome and whatnot. Like his biggest problem was like getting, you know, the little mischiefs he got into. You know, Eddie Haskell's always trying. I feel like they cleaned it up because Eddie Haskell was probably like, you know, trying to get Wally to like, you know what I mean? Do some marijuana. All right, we have a run up the middle over here. Nothing there, and they still clamp it up. I always wondered what the dad did on Leave It to Beaver. What did Ward do? Ward, why you so hard on the Beaver to Eminem, dude? That's a great line right there. You know what I mean? But what did Ward do for a living, dude? Did we ever figure that out? I don't know if he was like a sales dude, like, you know, Mad Men, those type of guys. And if he was one of those Mad Men type of guys, then he probably wasn't the guy we thought he was, if you ever watched that show. Here we go. Mac Jones is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 3rd down and goal from about the 2-yard line. And now they're going to shut it down. There's a timeout.
Ward sold guns to Nicaragua. I don't know.
He was like in the mafia.
He was mafia, yeah. It was Jersey, New York guy, you know?
He was mobbed up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A banker, Phil says. Could be, you know what I mean?
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
You need a loan? It's gonna be 7 point.
No, get a loan from him. Yeah, oh God.
So here we go. We got ourselves a timeout. McCaffrey's getting after it in this game. I don't think the yards really, like, I don't know if his stats are really saying it, but he's battling out here, and he's making some big plays when they need it. 51 plays for the Niners, 28 for the Rams. 24 minutes for the Niners, 14 minutes for the Rams. So the Niners absolutely dominate in this game in time of possession. If you dominate time of possession, you're going to dominate the scoreboard more times than not. Here we go. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got McCaffrey to his left. He's back to throw. He's got pressure right side. He gets rid of it. Almost intercepted if that guy was paying attention. And Mac Jones is hurt. He's on the ground grabbing his leg, left leg. That's horrible.
On his back.
That's horrible.
You'll feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not good, dude. He's staying on the ground, holding that leg. Here we go. Philly Boy says, never determined, worked in an office, maybe contract specialist, Google. I don't think he worked at Google. I don't think Google was around back then. I know what you're saying. But yeah, that sucks for Mac Jones. He's, I think that knee was already hurt, and when he got tackled, it just something popped in there. I don't know what. Let's check this replay here. So it doesn't look like anything catastrophic happened to his knee, but it was already hurt, so. Yeah. We got an injury timeout over here. All right, we'll be right back after the match. Hopefully he's all right, but it doesn't look good, you know what I mean?
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay! It's Nicolay! Nicolay Law! Billboard, baby!
The ultimate fan would know that the Packers played their first ever road game in Ishpeming, Michigan.
An ultimate fan would know that Coach LaFleur was the 15th head coach and that he won 7 out of his first 8 games.
If anyone should decide who the ultimate Packers fan is, I should make that call.
Coach LaFleur?
Could you make the cut and become the Quick Trip Ultimate Packers fan presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar?
One lucky fan will win a prize pack that includes 50 grand and 2 tickets to every Packers home and away game next season. Full rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
Hey man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful, I just mopped there. Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
See ya next time is exactly right. Here we go, 4th down and goal. And Mac Jones is on the bench over here. They're looking at him. See what's going to happen here with him. 6:36 to go in the third quarter. Ward had a white-collar job at a trust company. Never trust those guys. How do you know that? Is that verified information? Here comes a field goal, and that's going to be a 20-yard attempt, and that's going to be good. Yay! Yo, Adrian!
Hey, according to ChatGPT, I just asked her, she said that Ward was an accountant on the show. So he was a bookman for the mafia.
Yeah, accountant is shorty for bookie, dude.
Yeah. So see, we're on to something.
Adrian Martinez is about to enter the game. This could be interesting because I saw Martinez a bunch of times at Nebraska. He's a mess. We're going to find out over here. That sucks, though, for Mac Jones. No, yeah. Martinez, he's smiling. He's like, uh-oh, it's my time to shine, baby. No, hopefully Mac Jones is all right. Injuries suck. It's 20-7 over here in this ball game. But it is interesting to see, so who is Adrian Martinez? Is he a rookie? Who is he? I don't think I've ever heard of him before. He's obviously the third stringer. Purdy's out. We're going to find out, though. We're going to find out who Adrian Martinez is today. Here comes a return from about the 7-yard line. He's at the 15, 20, 25. He's trying to make some guys miss, and he does. He's going to get to about the 32-yard line. I want to find out the average return in the NFL. Average per return. Not like the ones that are touchbacks, but like I bet you the average is right about the 30-yard line. Seems like everyone. Put Ramage in, you know what I mean? I don't think I have principles. I wouldn't play for the Niners. Unless the money's right, you know what I mean? Ward had a white-collar job. Oh, yeah, at a trust company. We already got to that one. I must miss the other one. All right, here we go. But now we're going to have the Rams over here. Stafford play action, looking to throw. He's got time, too much time. He's got zone running out. He throws to the right side. Incomplete. Miscommunication. He had time, but I don't know. No one must have been getting open. But that time definitely ran out. So now this Niners defense, a lot of pressure on them. They're up 20-7. Enough time for a comeback by the Rams. So their offense might get I think they're going to do the same thing. They're going to run that ball. But here we go. Stafford back to throw out a shotgun. He's looking. He's throwing it deep, and he's got his man. That's completed to the 35-yard line. And the Rams got set and win. They got one good play anyways. Giants sending over Russell Wilson mid-game. You know what I mean? They're like, Russell, grab your stuff, dude. They need you. You're going in, dude. And the Niners, dude, they have an injury situation. Let me know if anyone sees any news on Mac Jones, what they're saying. I don't think it's probably anything catastrophic. I don't think he'll be back in this game. Doesn't seem like it anyways. Doesn't seem catastrophic, though, because he walked off. He's kind of sitting on the bench, so I think it's just too painful probably to play. And now we have another injury by the Niners. Uter Gross Mato. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name, which I probably did. Defensive end, 6 seasons, 17 sacks, 25 for loss, 38 quarterbacks hits. I'm assuming that's not all this season. I'll be up there for Monday night game versus the Eagles. You going November 10th. I think that's like right before the Giants game. I'm not for sure if I'm going to that game, but I'll probably be going to some games in there. I'm having fun doing these game streams right now, so not even trying to go to games right now, but I'm going to get to a few this year yet. Here we go. Stafford's back to throw. Quick pass. That's completed for a first down inside the 20-yard line by Nakua. There we go. First down and 10. And Nakua he just gets open, dude. You know, and they had they were around him, but not really on him. He just sat down, good timing. Stafford got it to him. There we go. Stafford 13 and 20, 183 yards and a touchdown. Nakua 5 catches, 44 yards, I think it said. I missed that. First and 10. Stafford's back to throw. He's looking. He's rolling left, running out of time. Gets rid of it left side off the fingertips of Corum, dude. Wasn't going to be much there anyways, but, yeah, they're just, dude, the Rams, dude. They're just not on. They can't get, like you always say about the Packers offense, you need to get that rhythm, that rolling, get it going, get first downs, keep moving forward. These incompletions, bad throws and penalties and stuff like that break up the offense. What's going on over here? Oh, we have a cat. You guys want to see my cat? Here's my cat. Say what's up. Second down and 10. Steph is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Quick pass left side on a wide receiver screen. Nakua's going to have a first down. Here we go. The cat's name is Lucy, by the way. But that was a good play right there. Good wide receiver screen right there. Now they're inside the 10-yard line. The over on Mac Jones passing yards was 218.5. He's at 214 if this injury ends his night. Oof. Yeah, I got to check what it was on Prize Picks over here. But we got Stafford. He's going to hand this thing off on a delayed handoff, and he's going to keep her moving to about the maybe 1.5-yard line. If you don't go, do you suggest Stadium View? Just kidding. We met there hammered. Yeah, Stadium View is a good spot. You know what I mean? I've been known to be there hammered every now and again. That's the spot, I think. Those bars around there, they got some good bars over there. All of them are good, but I think Stadium View is like 1A. You know what I mean? We're under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Cat's what's going on? Here we go. Stafford's going to be under center, second and goal. He's going to toss this thing on a slant, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Rams, and the Rams take it. They called it a touchdown? Yeah, they are. Puka Nakua on the touchdown, 20-13. Yeah, Lucy doesn't miss a meal, dude. Lucy ain't missed one meal her whole life. She's eyeballing me like, dude, judge me, dude. I see what you eat. Quick pass right here on the quick slant. Yeah, I think that's a touchdown. His knee went down before he went in, but I feel like that ball was past the line when his knee went down. So they're looking at it, obviously, because all touchdowns are looked at. So now, the Rams, they made some noise, and now the Niners got to do some stuff, but they're down to their third-string quarterback. What is up, Chase? How you doing? We're watching some football tonight, 20-13 ball game right here. The extra point is up, and it's good, so it's going to be 20-14, dude. And, they take it within a touchdown. They make it a one-score game. But here we go. Dude, now we have ourselves a ball game. Now we got to see how the Niners react. And what did he say? He said that cat could be trapped for meat. You know what I mean? Oh, I think it disappeared. See, I think we hurt its feelings. Everyone's talking about it. Body shaming is not okay. Freaks me out. Mac Jones has his helmet on. I think he's gonna try to keep going. Yeah, and that makes sense. He's on the sideline still. He's I think he thinks if it feels all right, I think he's gonna try. I think it's about working through the pain. like a mountain lion. Let's go Rams. You know what I mean? And let's see. I'm gonna check out my prize picks here. See, I got Stafford. I took the 237.5 passing yards. I took the over. He's at 195. Puka Nacua, 8 receptions. I took the over. He's at 7. Kieran Williams, 68.5 rushing yards. I took the over, and he's at 37. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Christian McCaffrey needs 60.5 rushing yards. I took the over. He's at 55. So good chance it happens. And Devontae Adams needs a touchdown. So it's not looking real good, but definitely possible. You know what I mean? So he had cramps. Is that what they're saying? That actually makes sense looking at that replay, how he grabbed his calf like that. Yeah, so hopefully he can get back in there. Yeah, where is Adams? Like, what's going on with Devontae Adams? I don't know how many targets did he have? Someone Google that. Someone look that up. How many targets does Devontae Adams have in this game? Because I think I seen like 2 or 3. Over. Yeah, dude. I take the
Matt,
over.
I've got it.
What do you
Phil's going to be our man when there's injuries. He's Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil. Yeah, we need to make a graphic for Phil because Phil's been in this chat like since forever before anyone was watching.
I do have the one when there's Packer games where it says PJ's in the house. So yeah.
Yeah, we need to respect Phil. Come on, Vince, aren't you a producer? Do something. Oh, that's funny. So Mac Jones on the sideline here, helmet on. And so it looks like he's gearing up to go, and he's rocking back and forth. He seems like he's getting after it. Here comes the return from the 10-yard line on the kickoff, and he's going to get to the 25 to about the 27-yard line. And that ball is out, and the Rams are running down the field. But they're calling it dead. So I'm going to need to see that replay. No, I guess we're not going to see it. The Niners offense. Okay, here comes the replay. Niner offense come back on the field, so he must have been down. Nope, that ball is out. That is a fumble. That is a fumble. How did they shut that play down? That's a fumble, bro. Are we seeing the same thing right here?
That is 100% a fumble. Yes.
Dude, what are they doing? And that was a touchdown by the Rams. Are you serious, bro? You just took points off the board. These refs, oh my goodness. That should have been a Rams touchdown, though. He was running away. Nobody was around. I mean, the whistle was blowing, I think, so that shuts it down. But, like, that is horrendous, dude, to take points. He's taking food out their mouth. I think the Rams are going to walk out of here with a double-digit win. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was blowing dead, but, like, that's a problem. What a horrible. That was one of the worst calls. That was horrible. Dude literally took points off the board. Like, you do your job, and, dude, you just get screwed. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. But here we go. Niners got the ball. I don't know. This whole game is tainted, I feel like, after that. Now there's flags being thrown. That's going to be a false start on the Niners. That's what you get. Dude, that was most definitely a fumble. They should have let that play through. And then they could always take it back later. But once you whistle it dead, you're screwed.
That's going to be on every sports show for the next couple days. You're going to see that clip.
Yep. And you saw it here first, folks.
We had the exclusive. Yes.
Yeah. 1st and 15. Here we go. That's Mac Jones is going to be in there. He's going to play action. He's looking to throw. He's looking left. He's rolling. Gets rid of it on the sideline. That's going to be completed. That was 1st and 15, so it's going to be 2nd down. And I think about 9, if it's seen right. No, you can't challenge it because the whistle blew it dead. Because even if they're like, well, they couldn't be able to figure out where, because once it's dead, everyone stops playing. They're supposed to. So that's why you gotta let them play. You gotta let the plays like that play through, and then because I don't know. I mean, they gotta call it how they see it, but they saw it wrong. I think that should be about the challenge. And they say, all right, we're not going to give him the touchdown, but like we get it where he picked the ball up. But here we go. The Niners are going to get a quick pass down the middle here near the first down marker, but it's going to be short. But yeah, I think that's got to be a challengeable play. And it's not. I know how the rule is. It's not a challengeable play because they blew it dead. But they should be able to go back and change that and say, all right, you can't get the progression that you ran down the field, but where you recovered that fumble, it's your ball. You get screwed, but you don't get screwed this badly. But here we go. The Niners are going to be Mac Jones. He's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield, 3rd down and 1, and he's going to try to quarterback sneak this thing. He took a hit there. I'm not sure he's going to get it. It's going to be very, very close if he did. The ref's kind of right on that yellow line, but that yellow line's not official. But I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a first down, but we'll see. I think either way they're going to go for it. So he did like a quarterback sneak, but he kind of like moved off to the side. He took a shot to the back there. Yeah, he wouldn't have made it if he tried to shoot it up the middle. He kind of ran to the left a little bit. But they couldn't. It was They can't challenge it. They said it's not. You can't. The ref came out and said it can't be challenged because they blew it dead. Otherwise, they were fighting for it, but you can't challenge that. But but like they said, you can't challenge it. Because he was right there talking about it, and the ref came out and said, it can't be challenged. Fourth down, they did not get far enough. That was crazy. They had Mac try to run for a first down. Dude can barely walk. Yeah, like he's all hurt. And like, hey, let's do a quarterback sneak. Just he left the game injured, came back in. They're like, nope, let's do a quarterback sneak. We ain't scared. I like how his offensive lineman just pushes him. He's like, that's the best I can do for you, bud. Now take that shot to the back. 4th down and inches. They are going for it. The offense is still on the field. I'm not surprised here. It's 20-14. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. I think how they have this sign, Rams house. Like, all right. Here we go. They're going to be under center here. They're going to be a quarterback sneak again, and they're going to sneak it again, and I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. No, the ref moved. Dude, I don't know, dude. I think there might be some sketchiness happening over here in the Niners' favor. Nah, he might have fell forward. Yeah, I think he might have fell forward there. No, I absolutely agree. And I thought that was kind of the rule too, but the ref said can't challenge that. So, yeah, we're on the same page there. It's ludicrous. Now, here we go. 1st down and 10. They got that thing. And Mac Jones is going to be under center. He's going to have that was a big time first down, but we're going to have a flag, or is it a timeout? It's a timeout. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Oh, my goodness. So we got ourselves a 30-second timeout. All right, I'll be right back in 30 seconds. This is the potty break, you know what I mean? All right, we are back. And also, I apologize for using the word potty. That's the graphic he made, and that's what popped in my head. So I don't usually walk around, don't usually use that word, especially on the internet. You know what I mean? But here we go. Mac Jones going to be under center. First down and 10. He's going to pitch this thing right side to McCaffrey. He's trying to find that hole. Not much there, but he keeps the pile moving over here. They're going to get past the 40-yard line. Refs should take the sobriety test. What the hell ran it on the red line, ends up hopscotch in the yellow line for a first. Yeah, like that was kind of a weird how that hole went down. I'm with your producer. That will be the replay if the Rams lose. Oh, yeah, everyone's been talking about that. Absolute garbage, you know what I mean? But here we go. Second down and 6. I feel like the whole vibe of this game kind of like turned a little bit, you know what I mean? Here we go. Mac Jones throwing it left side, and that's going to be short of the first down, I think. Yeah, they're going to be marking this thing short. 16 seconds to go in the third quarter, and they might just let this quarter run out. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. From Southern California. Shout out to the SoCal Packer backers, you know what I mean? All right, they're going to go to commercial at the end of the third quarter. We're going to have the start of the fourth quarter coming up. We'll be right back after these messages, you know what I mean?
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, you know, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
This one, Grandpa.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking the dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
The Ultimate fan would know that the Packers played their first ever road game in Ishpeming, Michigan.
An Ultimate fan would know that Coach LaFleur was the 15th head coach and that he won 7 out of his first 8 games.
If anyone should decide who the ultimate Packers fan is, I should make that call.
Coach LaFleur?
Could you make the cut and become the Quick Trip Ultimate Packers fan presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar?
One lucky fan will win a prize pack that includes $50,000 and 2 tickets to every Packers home and away game next season. Full rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
So are you the ultimate Packers fan, dude? Check it out over there at Quick Trip. Use the Quick Rewards app. You'll find all that out. You got the Matt LaFleur commercial over there, you know what I mean? But here we go. We are back, 3rd down and 1. Mac Jones is going to be under center. He's going to try to run this thing. He's going to hand it off right side, and nothing there. The Rams ate it up, and that's going to be 4th down and a little bit of a loss. So now that's interesting. Now they can't even really go for it on 4th down. I mean, they can if they want to get wild with it. But you're 20-14. You're a 1-score position right here, and you had a nice little loss over here. Defensive line really got at it. They're like, he blew that up. Who is that? Fiske? He blew that that line up and kind of pushed everything back, and big part of that. Here we go. We go over here throwing bricks. Big shout out to the Fridge Brick Time. You know what I mean? That's the sticker right there, Fridge Brick Time. You know what I mean? Big shout out to those boys over there. They're getting after it. We're going to have a punting situation here. We'll get back to some more comments. 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Low snap. He's going to get this punt off. Are we going to have a return, or are we going to have a... We are going to, from about the 6-yard line, he's going to try to switch direction. He's trying to find some room. He ain't got nothing. He gets to about the 12-yard line where they're going to start this drive. You know what I mean? What's up, Luke? He says, Matt, how do we set up a charity golf outing with you and Nicolay Law? I'd love to promote it, participate, and get tons of money rolling. Maybe Southeast Wisconsin flood victims. We could talk about that. I'm not real good with that stuff, like trying to figure out how to organize, because I've tried stuff before where I wanted to do stuff like charity, and I'm not really good at handling it. But maybe I could talk to the folks in Nicolay Law. Maybe we can get something going, because I would love to do some good stuff for Wisconsin. You know what I mean? We're gonna have some Coat for Kids stuff coming up over here soon. But here we go. First down and 10. Stafford's going to be under center from the 12-yard line. He's back to throw. Quick pass left side. And he's going to make some folks miss. He's going to be about to the 21-yard line, short of the first down. But they got something going over here. And the Rams are in position, dude. They could get after it. But, yeah, we should talk, Luke, later on. And maybe, we'll talk. Maybe we can figure some stuff out. You know what I mean? Stafford back to throw. Middle of the field. That's going to be a first down for the Rams. Right on the midfield there. I think that's to his tight end. $13-19 to go in the fourth quarter. First down and 10. Now, dude, the Rams are in a situation right here. Down 14-20. Pretty much the start of the fourth quarter. A lot of ball game left. 3 timeouts. He's back to throw. Stafford, incomplete, almost intercepted. That was intended Devontae Adams, and I think he, hopefully not hurt, but definitely disappointed. Didn't really jump up. Yeah, there he is. He's all right. But he's not having a good time. He's not having a good game. I don't think he's getting very many targets. What is up, Heath? How you doing? Thanks for chiming in over here. We have 307 folks watching live across all the places right now. 2 people over on Twitch. No one on Kick. You know what I mean? So Twitch is obviously better. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun, second down and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got pressure, but he gets rid of it. And that's going to be completed near the first down marker, but it's going to be short. And that's to Williams. Also, be sure, if you are watching right now, tap that like button. You know what I mean? Subscribe if you're not. Follow if you're not. All those good things. Help me out a little bit. You know what I mean? I'd appreciate you. Just tap that like button. Throw some comments in here. Let's go. Third down and inches. 12:40 to go in the fourth quarter. This defense is winded, dude. They out here gasping for air. Stafford's in shotgun. No, Stafford's going to be under center. They're going to try to run this thing up the middle for the first down, and they're going to be successful. There it is. First down for the Rams. We got ourselves a first down over here. And coming up, Sunday we got the Lions-Bengals. I'll be live for that game. 3:30 on Sunday. And then we got Monday Night Football. I think that's the Chiefs and somebody. Who is that? I forget who that is. Here we go. Stafford back to throw. That's going to be incomplete into the dirt.
Yes, and we have some big surprises for the viewers for Monday night, definitely.
Yeah, Monday night. You know what I mean? We got Frosty the Snowman in the building. You know what I mean? What's up, Frosty? Oh, yeah, we got a face mask over there on Stafford. Did they call that? Yeah, they had a lot of penalties. I don't know were there any flags in that play, because it felt like there should have been a couple. Oh, yeah, there was. All right. 5 penalties for 30 yards for the Niners, 3 for 26 for the Rams. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. We're inside 12 minutes to go in this ball game. Stafford's got time. He's looking left. Oh, flag on the play, but he gets it completed. And that's the Devontae Adams near the 30-yard line. But it might all come back on a holding call, depending on what this flag is, but it was in the backfield. Hands to the face on the defense. Penalty is declined, and we have ourselves a first down over here. Here we go. Come on, Stafford, throw a touchdown to Adams. I need points in my fantasy league. What is up, Buzz Bro? How we doing, Doug? Doug Hype is in the building, baby. Here we go. And I'm trying to keep this thing all moving. Is Sean McVay overrated? I don't think so. I think he's a good coach. I mean, overrated depends like who's rating him or whatnot. But Stafford's going to be under center here. First down and 10, 11:30 to go in the ball game. Play action, looking to throw. He's got time, and he gets rid of it. And that's Davante Adams. He's going to be inside the 10-yard line. And the Rams, their offensive line is holding up. That Niners defense is not getting a lot of pressure. Stafford's back there just camped out, finding people. And if you give Davante Adams that much time, he's going to get open. That's what you got to start doing. Feeding that ball to Davante Adams. Oh, well, that might have been a slight push off there, you know what I mean? I don't know. We won't talk about that. But, yeah, finally. Yeah, first down. Sean McVay has won a Super Bowl. Come on now. Yeah, I don't think he's overrated. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. First and goal. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's got time. Throws it to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. He fought for that, but that was just some good defense. Had a shot there. That was just good defense right there. Yeah, he got up there. He got his hands in that. Oh, no, I don't. He kind of got through his hands. But it kind of hit him in the face mask. That was just yeah, that was tough. I don't know. I think he maybe should have had a better shot at that. We might need to do a beer run soon. 8-play drive, 80 yards. Stafford's back to throw. He's got a clean pocket. It's going to be completed. And that's to Williams. That's a touchdown for the Rams, baby. And the Rams tie it up here in the fourth quarter with that beautiful pass, beautiful completion, beautiful touchdown. Mac Jones is getting off the bench. He's like, all right, it's time to go, baby. He's getting fired up. We got ourselves a ball game. 20-20 after that drive. Extra point coming. So the Rams have an opportunity to take the lead. Oh, my goodness. Best team with the worst luck over the last 10 years. You're saying definitely underachieved. All right, here comes the extra point. Let's see if this is good, and we'll get back to the comments over here. Extra point. Oh, it's blocked! Extra point is no good! It's no good! Was that blocked? I believe it was blocked. And what's going on in the NFL with blocked kicks? Let's see the replay. They're not going to show it anyways. Kyron Williams and Christian McCaffrey have crushed my fantasy game. It's already over for me on Thursday night. Jesse, come on. What's up, Philly boy? We got ourselves a scoreboard, but it wasn't at it again. Fourth quarter, 10:39 to go. We're going to be right back. So I'm going to need to grab me a beer, and we'll be back after these messages. You know what I mean?
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously, forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay. It's Nicolay. Nicolay Law. Billboard, baby.
All right, here we go. We got the Christmas spirit brewing over there. Mr. Producer Vince got the Christmas jams already rocking and rolling over here. We're October 2nd, but you know what I mean? Get your Christmas presents over at thematramage.com. All right, so let's get to some comments over here. You know what I mean? Got to grab that broski. You know what I mean there, Luke? Jesse, not only has Williams and McCaffrey crushed me, but I have Rams kicker on top of that. Time for a beer. You know what I mean? Well, they just missed one right there, didn't they? You know what I mean? We need episode 2 soon, dude. You know what I mean? We have to get after that. You guys were fun to hang out with. The old Beards Continental Fridge Break Time. You know what I mean? They had a good podcast over there. But, dude, yeah, we got after that now. We were getting buzzed up a little bit. You know what I mean? But we're going to check my prize picks over here, see what I got brewing. I think I got a few of Matthew Stafford. I took 237.5 passing yards. I took the over. He got that. All right, so this is going to be a touchback in the end zone. He's going to kneel this thing down. Puka Nakua, I took 8 receptions. I took the over. He needs one more reception. That's all he needs. Kyren Williams, 68.5 rushing yards. He's at 40. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. Christian McCaffrey, he's at 57 yards. He needs over 60.5, so he needs a few more yards, about 4 more yards there. Devontae Adams needs a touchdown, so I don't know. I'm not real hopeful. I ain't going to lie to you. Not real hopeful. But we're going to see what happens. But shout out to Quick Trip over here. Quick Trip rules. But we got ourselves a tie ball game. Tie ball game in the fourth quarter. We're going to see Stafford over here winking at folks and whatnot on TV. You know what I mean? Let them know. 10:39 to go in this fourth quarter. And this is like a whole new game right here. 35-yard line. Mac Jones is going to be under center. He's going to be back to throw. He's looking. Oh, he's looking for the screen pass. He's got it to his tight end, left side, and he's going to get about 2 yards and gets absolutely annihilated on the sideline.
Boom! He's on his back. You'll feel that one tomorrow.
He's like, where am I? He got up. He started handing the ball to the coach. He's like, I don't want to give it to the ref, bro. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 8, 10-18 to go in the fourth quarter. Mac Jones is going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield, and he's got a man in motion. Are they going to try to run this thing? I feel like it's going to be play action. And he's going to hand this thing off up the middle. Nothing there. Should have listened to me, dude. Nothing there, Niners, dude. And I have a feeling, bro. I have a feeling the Rams are going to win this football game. I picked the Rams to win. Niners have controlled this game for throughout. But now it's a tie ball game. And I think the Rams, it's their time right now. They shut that down. 3rd down and 8. If they can stop them right here, especially if this is a nada, I assume they're going to try to pass this thing. If this is an incomplete pass, dude, momentum is going to shift big time. But here we go. Mac Jones is in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. He's got time. Throws it left side, and that's incomplete. His receiver's on the ground. No flags. So we'll have to see the replay to see how his receiver ended up on the ground. Here comes the replay over here. He had a decently clean pocket, you know. They were coming after him. I mean, he got closed up at the end there. He got pushed to the ground. And that could have been called, you know. They could have literally called that because he kind of extended his arms there. But now we're going to have a punt. No penalties on that play. Could have been 2. Here comes... will we have a return? But yes, we will. And the Rams, he's going to get this thing. He got a fair catch, dude. I feel like punt returners, like, they ain't fair catching no more. They're like, no, we going for it. We're putting my life on the line for 5 extra yards. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let's see what else we got. I missed some comments here. What is up, Garrett? He says Adams probably won't get that. Not a tie. Are you planning on having Jimmy Christian on for a live stream soon? Hope he is doing well. Yeah, he's doing some stuff. He's got he's on Packet podcast like twice a week now. He has his Lombardi's Bar. That's a podcast live stream show they do on Game on Wisconsin. So shout out to those places. But yeah, we're gonna get him back on here. But he's just a busy guy. He's got a family. He's doing his life, but also doing other shows and stuff. So we're gonna try to figure this thing out. It's been a while since he's been on, you know what I mean? But shout out to Jimmy Christensen. I think, dude, Jimmy Christensen, I think one of the most underrated podcasters talking like on Packaday and all the places. He's smart, but he also acts stupid, but he actually knows what's going on. See, for me, it's not an act. I don't know what's going on, but Jimmy's smart. He knows what's going on. He's a good guy to have on, and he's fun to talk to. Don't tell him I said nice things about him, though. You know what I mean? We don't need him getting a big head. What do we got here? Warrior ethos on special teams unless you're a Packer. Oh, yeah. No, even Matthew Golden, we're talking about, like, not fair catching. Matthew Golden's back there on punt returns and whatnot. And, like, he's just not, like, that one play, like, he didn't fair catch, and then he, like, spun from, like, nothing. He just, like, it's like when you're playing a video game and you accidentally hit the spin button for, like, no reason. There's no one, like, close to you. But you're like, oh, there's a spin move, you know what I mean? Didn't really help at all. But, I got that in the chamber, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Matthew Golden not returning punts and kicks it's something. I like seeing Matthew Golden get the ball more, but, hate to see him get hurt too. And, I don't know. You know how the Packers special teams goes. But anyways, let's keep it moving over here. We got ourselves a 2020 ball game. And here we are. I'll drink to that. Here we go. Check out the podcast. The Matt Ramage Show on Apple, Spotify, all the places that you listen to podcasts. Google Store. I don't even know what the other ones are, but check it out, theMattRamage.com. You can find out. You can scan the QR code over here. I think a lot of people. We should do some polls in here. How many people are watching this on their phone? I would think a big part of people are, but I think it'd be something to find out. You know what I mean? But here we go. First down and 10. 9:11 to go in the fourth quarter. I think the Rams are winning this game, dude. Let me know in the chat. Who do you think wins this game? Tied up right now, 20-20, 9 minutes, 11 seconds to go. The Rams have the ball. Who do you think is going to win this game? They're at the 30-yard line. They got 70 yards to go. Play action. Stafford's looking to throw. He's throwing it deep left side, and that was to Devontae. But it was overthrown, first of all, but a lot of contact there, too. Desmond Howard was the last good returner we had. Prove me wrong without using Allen Robinson. Dude, first of all, Desmond Howard, back in the day, I remember because I'm old enough to remember that time. Desmond Howard, one thing I remember about that season with the Packers, that Super Bowl season, is he was so funny in his interviews. He was just so energetic. He would tell the stories about his returns and whatnot. He was absolutely hilarious every night on the news. Here we go, second down and 10. Stafford's back to throw, looking left, gets rid of it, and that's going to be Devontae Adams, and that's going to be just short of a first down. Dude, I knew that was Devontae Adams without even seeing the number, just to his stance and how he caught the ball, just from seeing him from so long. I could tell Devontae Adams wrote, like nothing did. Been listening to the stream while working night shift. Appreciate the updates. Hey, I appreciate you rocking with it. Whether you're watching, whether you're listening, dude, that's awesome. It means a lot to me. Hopefully I'm, doing a good job for you. But here we go. Matthew Stafford, third down and 1, 8:28 to go in the fourth quarter. All right, here comes Stafford. He's got a man to his right now. He's got a man in motion. Can they get a yard here? He's back to throw. He's thrown it. Oh, my goodness. I almost intercepted. That was very similar to that Jordan Love interception. He kind of threw it low and kind of right into a defender's hands. That's kind of what Stafford did there. I don't know what he was doing, if he was trying to throw it to the dirt. Let's check the replay. He was looking to left. I mean, he was looking for Devontae, and he just kind of threw it to the dirt, off of Devontae. It wasn't really to him at all. That was
eerily, or that was very similar. Yes.
Yeah, it was. Here comes the punt over here, and now the Niners are going to get the ball back. Is that a Rams bounce? It almost went out of bounds, but it came back in field, and now it's going to be down at the 1.5 yard line. Oh my goodness, what a lucky bounce for them. Yeah, I'm at Super Bowl MVP, Desmond Howard. You know what I mean? What's up, Jesse? Says, I know this is up there in age, but one player I wish we still had for punt returns and kickoff is Cobb. He should sign with us just for that cause and have a 109-yard kickoff return for a touchdown against the Saints. Yeah, I think he's over the age limit for returning kicks like that. Shout out to Randall Cobb, but I think he's a little long in the tooth for doing that job. You know what I mean? But the Packers really don't have any list of great returners. You got Desmond Howard. I think Randall Cobb was functional. I wouldn't say he's he had that great return for a touchdown, but we never had that guy that was top of the league besides Desmond Howard. I don't feel like Desmond Howard was an absolute killer that year. Cobb is 49 years old. You know what I'm talking about? Cobb's old. You know what I mean? Shout out to Randall Cobb. I love Randall Cobb, and he still talks with the Packers. Randall Cobb is a Packer forever. he's that dude. But yeah, he's it's done so. You know what I mean? It's done so as far as playing days go, especially for returning kicks. There we go. 20-20 ball game. This kind of what you want for a live stream, right? When I do these watch parties, I hate when it's blowouts. I want it to be a close game. Even if it's games I don't really care about. This is a game I do care about, 49ers Rams. It's pretty good. Any game that's like doesn't have the Titans in it, it's probably a good game.
Wait, I got to interrupt here. Who said that Randall Cobb was in his upper 40s?
No, I think he was kidding.
Okay, I was going to say, hey, wait a minute here.
He's not 49 years old, but he's definitely, yeah.
I think, what is he, like 35 or something like that? But he's pretty beat up, though, too.
Oh, yeah, he's like mid-30s. But, yeah, he's done. I mean, as far as...
Yeah.
I have no doubt that he could probably play receiver right now and play slot for someone and maybe do a little something. But, yeah, he's up there. But I know he had his moment, you know what I mean? Shout out to Randall Cobb.
He did. I know I'm getting older and I'm losing my memory a little bit, but I'm like, I know Randall Cobb ain't in his upper 40s. You know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I met Randall Cobb's wife before, back in the day. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't like try to meet players' wives, but I think I was in a
go on.
So we're checking this. That bounce right at the sideline. Yeah, dude, that was a lucky bounce for the Rams, dude. That was beneficial. That was a big time bounce. That was crazy. It's like 1 inch from going out of bounds. 8:04 to go in the fourth quarter. First down and 10. Mac Jones is going to be in his own end zone. He's in shotgun. He's got McCaffrey to his left. Ball's at the 2-yard line. They're in the end zone though. This is going to be a pass to the flat. I guarantee it. I was wrong. Incomplete. Pass in the middle. Knocked down by Landman, dude. The Rams defense is getting after it. Let's be quiet though. Yeah, I knew what you meant. He's your age. I'm 46, dude. That's like my whole time growing up. I always thought getting older and older. I was like, when I was like 30, I'd be like, oh, I'd be an old running back. But now I'd be in the history books if I was even punting. You know what I mean? But here we go. Second down and 10. Mac Jones is going to be back to throw from the end zone. And he's going to have a completion to about the 11-yard line. Short of a first down. It's third down. It's going to be third down and 1. But they get out of that end zone situation. So that's good no matter what, even if they had to punt. But I don't think that's on their agenda. 7:44 here to go in the fourth quarter. It's third down and short. We gonna see what they got in the chamber. They thinking it's danger. 7:30 to go in the fourth quarter. They got Rams house and they got a Niner flag right underneath it. Is it really Rams house, bro? I don't think anyone owns that house. That's basically like a bed and breakfast over here. Here we go. Mac Jones back to throw. He's got pressure. Gets rid of it. That's completed for a first down. Big time play down the field. And he does a little acrobatic little thing. I don't know what that celebration was. A lot of hand moving. You know what I mean? He was doing something. I heard getting out of bed. I'm 37. Hear you, bud. No, but I used to be at tailgates, and then like all the Packer wives would be around. And like, hey, you want to meet the Packer wives? And I was like, no, I'm good. But I think one time I ran into Randall Cobb's wife. She's very nice. Here we go. Mac Jones back to throw. It's going to be completed for about a few yards. Actually, when I was at that practice at training camp, when I was with when Preston Smith let me with all the families, I met a lot of wives. I met Preston Smith's wife, obviously. I think Adrian Amos's wife was over there. Adrian Amos's wife stuck up for me when they tried kicking me out. They were like, "What are you doing here?" She's like, "No, he's fine. He's with us." And he's like, "I don't know, dude. How much you pay him?" But yeah, they're all like classy ladies. You know what I mean? Second down and 6. Mac Jones is going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off left side. That's going to be about a yard gain. My son never forgets how old I am because I'm the same age as the Super Bowl. That's messed up. That's funny. You know what's funny is like I work at Cheese Factory, and I've worked there for like like 23 years, right? But like when I first started, I used to always tell this lady that worked there, and I would be like, dude, I was young. I was in my early 20s. I was like, dude, because they have like the seniority list on the wall, right? Here we go, Mac Jones and Chicken back to throw. And it's going to be a quick pass left side. It's going to be a first down and down the field a little bit. So they might have got something going here. But they have the seniority list on the wall, and I looked at it, and it said, she started working there the year I was born. So I'd always tell her that. I'm like, you started working here the year I was born. Like, holy crap, how old are you? She don't work there anymore. She retired, obviously. Long time ago. I was not born in 96. I was born in 1979. First down and 10, 4:37 to go in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking. Niners have the ball. Jones is in shotgun. He's back to throw. Quick pass. Ball is batted in the air. Oh, and Mac Jones spiked it down like he was playing volleyball. That ball is up there. The defenders were looking, and they were like a shark when someone's dangling from a bridge in a movie. You know what I mean? They're like, yes, come down to me, young one. You know what I mean? And Mac Jones is like, get out of here. He was like, your uncle when he gets all buzzed up a little bit. You play volleyball. It's like a family thing. He ends up spiking the ball and spiking it off like at Linda's face. And everyone's like, why are you so serious? And everyone gets mad at him. That was the situation we just saw right there. You know what I mean?
That was actually a pretty smart play, though.
Yeah, it was very smart. Quick pass over here across the middle, and he's trying to fight for the first down, and I think he's going to get it. First down for the 49ers. First down and 10, and the 49ers say, we ain't done yet. 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter, and they're rolling down the field on offense. This Niner fan is in the crowd. He's yelling. He's letting them know, what now? Because, Ram fans were getting chatty, the ones that are there. They usually, every Rams home game ends up being the other team's home game. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. But that was a good play right there. Oh, he said, not you, Matt. All right, here we go. We're going to have play action. Mac is rolling to his right, throws it to the dirt. We know you're old. All right, that's enough of that. We have a flag on the play there. Illegal man downfield, is that what they're going to say? Let's see what this ref is talking about. Ineligible receiver downfield. Repeat the first down. All right, so where are they at? They're about the 40-yard line here. They got about 40 yards to go to the end zone. They're in a position where they can just get some yards and get a field goal. They can win this thing. But, there's some clock left, though. So we got 3:44 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 15. The Niners have one timeout. The Rams have all three of theirs. So if they get the ball back, they score quick or whatever happens here, we're going to find out. 1st and 15. Mack is back to throw. He's got time running out. Throws it left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Over the fingertips of his guy over there. I didn't see exactly who it was. But I kind of bounced off his fingertips, but that ball was throwing high. They say if you touch it, you got to catch it, but he wasn't catching that. 9-play drive they got going here. 53 yards, 4:25 off the clock, you know what I mean? And we got ourselves a ball game here. Guy didn't even try. He was 5 yards downfield. I think you're talking about the last play. Here we go. 2nd and 15, 3:39 to go. Look at that showing all the injuries. Brock Purdy, Ricky Pearsall. Oh, yeah, that guy's on my fantasy team. Their wide receiver. Come on, get healthy, dude. We're counting on you come the second half of the season. Here we go. Mac Jones back to throw. He tosses this thing. It's going to be a tight end, kind of middle of the field screen, but not much there, about 2 or 3 yards. And it's 3rd down, baby. Jesse, one player that is built and looks like he just got drafted is Donald Driver. I met Driver a few times a few years ago, and I said, Donald, you're so built you could still play. And he said if the Packers called him, he would come out of retirement. There you go. I actually never met him, but I've been very close to him at a quick trip thing I was at. We were like 10 feet apart with like 40 people in between us. Oh, that ball was almost intercepted. Quick pass by the Niners here. Yeah, dude, I was at a quick trip thing, and he was the judge, when I got pushed off that dock, and then we pushed that bus off. I talked about it, and then I jumped in the water. Donald Driver was one of the judges So he was like 10 feet away from me. I was like, oh man, I just had a down driver. But there was like 40 people in between us. There was like a mass crowd of people that, wanted to say hi to him and talk to him or whatever. Obviously, I wasn't going to fight through it. I was just like, I waved to him. He didn't see me. But Donald Driver's an absolute legend. Everyone loves Donald Driver. Let's have another tie. Here we go. We have ourselves a field goal. 59-yard field goal attempt. It's going to kick. It's going to be up. And I think it's going to be good. And that is good. That is good. 59-yard field goal. The Niners kick. It takes the lead 23-20. But there's a lot of ball game left, people. And the Rams have all three of their timeouts from what I understand. So we are going to see. Luke said punt the ball, Niners. They did not. They kicked the field goal 23-20. 2:52 to go in this ball game. We will be right back. You know what I mean?
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay. It's Nicolay. Nicolay Law. Billboard, baby.
The Ultimate fan would know that the Packers played their first ever road game in Ishpeming, Michigan.
An Ultimate fan would know that Coach LaFleur was the 15th head coach and that he won 7 out of his first 8 games.
If anyone should decide who the Ultimate Packers fan is, I should make that call.
Coach LaFleur?
Could you make the cut and become the Quick Trip Ultimate Packers fan presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar?
One lucky fan will win a prize pack that includes $50,000 and 2 tickets to every Packers home and away game next season. Full rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You can check out that Quick Rewards app to find out more about that Ultimate Fan extravaganza they got going on there at Quick Trip, you know what I mean? But here we go, 20-20 ball game. 2:52 to go in this fourth quarter. And we got ourselves a ball game. I kind of figured this would be a close game, but the Niners came off heavy, you know. Niners started off real strong. Rams came back, you know. Matt got an injury. He was out for a few minutes, but he came back, and we're going to have a kickoff here, and we're going to have a touchback. So they're going to start this thing. What do they start at 35 now? 25, 30? I don't even remember anymore. But we're going to find out. Next week, Thursday Night Football, we have the Eagles and the Giants, and we'll be live for that. So come hang out next Thursday night. And, you know, the Packers playing the Giants, obviously next month. I'm going to watch that game in New York, so get a little look at what they got going on. And the Eagles, you know, you expect them to just kind of beat the crap out of the Giants in that game, but we're going to see what's going on. Come hang out with us, you know what I mean? These watch parties are the most fun for me. Everyone hammering the chat. I feel like I'm watching a football game with all my friends, you know what I mean? Here we go. Stafford's back to throw, and he's going to be completed, and that's going to be a first down for the Rams. All right, 2:46 to go. We have ourselves 3 timeouts, and this is what watch parties are meant for right here. Right down to the last bit of the game. We're in the last 3 minutes of this ball game. The Niners are up 3 points. This is what I like right here. Let's see if the Rams got it. They're going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's got time. He's throwing it left, and he's got it, Devontae Adams. Oh, my goodness. And again, I could tell it was Devontae without seeing the number, dude. I feel like I've seen him do so much that I can just see it. Obviously, that hair doesn't hurt either, you know what I mean? Jet said it kind of feels inevitable that Matt Stafford is going to win this game right here. Yeah, I feel like this is what it is, dude, right here. Just get the plays. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield, back to throw, and he's got time. It's running out. He kind of throws it to the dirt there. I don't think anyone really got open. And there's a flag, actually. There's a flag on the play. I think he knew that. So this has to be on the defense. Two fouls on the play. Illegal contact on the defense, that's declined. Holding. Automatic first down. I think if you get two penalties, you should get both of them. Give them both of them. Pretty cool to see Coach LaFleur supporting the greatest gas station to get gas at and yummy food. You know what I mean, dude? Matt LaFleur. You know they got a lot of Packer players. They got Rashawn Gary. You know what I mean? My sponsors had the best. Nicolay Law's got Matthew Golden. Nicolay Law also has Rashawn Gary. That's his. They know good people. You know what I mean? But here we are, 23-20 ball game. And it seems inevitable the Rams are going to win this game. What do you think? Hammer to chat. Let me know. How does this game end? Do you think that the Niners, because the Niners, if they want to win this game, they got to do something special real quick. They're up 3 right now, but the Rams are going down there. You know what I mean? We're going to time that out eventually. we got to get a sound effect. But yeah, there we go. I'm watching this. Dude, these dog food commercials are like so crazy. I feel like these dogs in these commercials are eating better than I am. You know what I mean? But here we go. We got ourselves a 3-point ball game. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And let's see what Luke has to say over here. Quick Trip does not play games. Great spot before work or to get steak on your way home. Yeah, dude, I go to Quick Trip most days before work. I'm at Quick Trip over there about 3 in the morning. I work at 4 a.m. every day. Not every day, but 5 days a week. And I'm over there, Sometimes you see some exciting stuff. Some people are in there just, their night is ending and they're having a good time. But Quick Trip, they always got the hookup and all the foods and all the whatnot. I'm jacked to be sponsored by Quick Trip. It was like the one sponsor I wanted when I first started doing this. Quick Trip is awesome. I loved it before they sponsored me. That was kind of the point. When I first started making videos, I'd make Quick Trip like review videos because I just liked the food. And I was like, yeah, reason to make a video. Eat some food, you know what I mean? So shout out to Quick Trip. Best gas station in the land, you know what I mean? But here we go. I think we're coming back from commercial here pretty quick. SoFi Stadium. They're kind of showing this little thing they got over here.
And while we're waiting for action to come back, real quick, I want to ask the viewers real quick, if you could let us know, help Matt and I out. We're trying to come up with some interactive things to do, like for a Friday fun night. So if you could let us know, just send us a comment. Let us know if you watch on your phone or you watch on your TV or something like that, so we have an idea of what you watch on. Because if we know what you're watching on, it'll make it easier for us to create something to get interactive with you guys.
Yeah, for sure, because that's what I want this to be, interactive, especially the Friday show. Here we go. We have a handoff. He's going to bounce this thing off the right side by the Rams. That's going to be a first down. He's inside the 20. Now he's down to about the 10-yard line, and the Rams are rolling, baby. Oh, my goodness. 1:42 to go in this fourth quarter. And, dude, the Niners, their defensive players' faces says it all. They know what's about to happen to them. They know the Rams took off that first half, but here it is. They're down 3 points, inside 1:30 to go in this fourth quarter, and we got ourselves a ball game. Yeah, so Kevin says he watches by phone. Let us know. You know what I mean? Here we go. He's going to be under center ball, about the 10.5-yard line. Stafford's going to be, I already said that, under center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. He's trying to find some room, and he's going to get near the 6-yard line, and there's a flag on the play. The Niners defender was calling for a flag, and there is one, so you got to think it's against the offense. But we'll see. No, it's on the defense. Hands to the face on the defense. I want to see another look at that defender. That's hilarious. So he was calling for a penalty, but I don't know if that was up in the face mask. He had like shoulder pads. I didn't see the face mask part up in the, But whatever, what are you going to do? There you go. I watch on my phone, Facebook Live. I appreciate you, Luke, too. Here we go. All right, first down and goal. 1:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Stafford's going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. He's trying to dance around, and I think he got in. Did he get in? No. I think they're saying the Niners have the ball. Did the ball come out? Niners have the ball. The ball came out. The ball came out. The Rams are going to lose the game. I didn't see the replay, but the ref said the Niners had the ball. The Niners are holding the football. What kind of luck is that? I don't know. We got to see this replay. He did fumble. That ball is out. He got that ball punched out right before he went in. Coming from Jersey, my ex was a Giants fan, and I, of course, was a Packers fan, and you can tell who got custody of my son. Go Pack, go. Yeah, dude, Kyron Williams, dude. That defender just came in and punched that thing out. Direct shot. The ball came out, and I think it was inevitable that the Rams are going to win this game, but that just made that not a thing. That's crazy. I have one troll on Facebook who's a Niners fan. He's going to come at me. Here we go. The Niners from the goal line, though. 1st and 10, 1:05 to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to try to quarterback sneak, try to get some room here. They're going to try to get some breathing room here because they are right at the goal line.
Now, how big is that controversial play from earlier in the game now?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. This game, I don't know. After that play, this game kind of has an asterisk for me. I think the Niners got away with one here. This is why you throw to Adams, you know what I mean? Rams should have had this thing, dude. The Niners got, I wouldn't say lucky because I don't think there's lucky win or lose, but like, dude, the ref situation and just, I don't know.
See, that's Dr. Phil said, throw 2 to Devontae Adams and call me in the morning. See?
Yep.
Dr. Phil's orders.
I don't know. In that spot, dude, I don't think there's nothing wrong with running it in. But, man, yeah, he just had a direct punch on that ball. 2nd down and 9. Mac Jones going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off in the goal line, and they're going to swallow it up. He's going to lose a yard. So this 3rd down now. 15 seconds to go. The Rams still have 2 timeouts. Listen to this. The Rams still have 2 timeouts. 58 seconds to go. It's 3rd down. Now it's going to be 1 timeout. They just used 1. 58 seconds to go. They're still at, like, basically the goal line. If they make them punt here, it's 3rd down and 8. If they pass here and it's incomplete, then there's 54 seconds left. Not a lot of times to run off. So they kind of got to run it here to make them use that last time out. But we will see what they do. Do they have a 3rd down and 8 play that they think that they can get off? Because they're at the goal line. So if they get too crazy, they might have a little sub right on the other side. This game isn't over. Actually, Rams are going to get the ball back with a little time and just need a few yards probably to tie it up. Yeah, we will see. Let's see what the Niners got here. 3rd down and 8. They're going to hand this thing off on a shotgun, and nothing there. Swallowed up at the 3-yard line. They're going to call a timeout right here. There's 53 seconds to go, and we're going to have ourselves a finish here. All right. Who's locked in with me? 379 folks watching live across all the places. Appreciate y'all. 2 people on Twitch.
Go, Pack, go!
We can do a go, Pack.
Go,
Yo, Pack, go! Let's get hype, people. Let's get hype. Here we go. 53 seconds to go. 4th down and 8. Come on, Rams. Kyron Williams is back out there. Come on. Dust it off, baby. Dust it off. You're going to be punting right from the back of the end zone. He's right at the back line of the end zone. Maybe this is a bad snap. They deserve it. Here comes the punt. It is off. All right, so this is going to be about midfield. He's going to return this thing. And he's going to get it to about the 45-yard, about the 40. And he's still moving. Is he still in bounds? Inside the 30-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Dude, I swear if this is against the Rams, I'm going to be like, I'm going to get all conspiracy theorists on you. This is wild if this is against the Rams. Holding on the receiving team. That's BS, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, some of these games this season are just, I don't know, they're sketchy, dude. And the Niners player was out of bounds. That should have been a flag right there. That shouldn't have been a hold because he was out of bounds. He was running out of bounds. You have to try to get in as quick as you can. Maybe he did. But I don't know, dude. Some of these refs this season, dude, I'm telling you. Matthew Stafford, 50 career game-winning drives in fourth quarter or overtime. Fifth most in NFL history. That was BS, dude. So they're going to be at midfield, just about the 50-yard line. First down and 10, no timeouts, 42 seconds. Can Matthew Stafford get him down there? It's not crazy, at least to overtime. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's got time. He's running out. He's throwing it deep. He's going for the whole thing, and it's incomplete. Intended for Nakua. Good defense down there, though. So 36 seconds to go. I don't hate that, though. Give him a shot. Grade for the refs tonight is not good. D+, like at best. Like when the Packers are playing, I will not talk about the refs because I feel like everyone just like, oh, you're just making excuses, you're bitter, you're crying, whatever. But like if I'm watching the game that's not the Packers, I'll tell you the truth, dude. The refs are trash in the NFL. And they have been. But like they've been particularly bad like this year. I don't know. It just it's what it is. Here we go. Stafford's back to throw. He's got a clean pocket, gets rid of it. Oh my goodness, and he missed Devontae Adams. It's going to be third down and 10. Devontae Adams and him had miscommunication. I believe that was intended for Devontae Adams. He was the closest to it, it felt like. I got 200 on the Rams broad to win this, but I'm rooting for you. You know what I mean? Here we go. Stafford's back to throw. He's got time. He's going to toss this thing right side to Kyron Williams. He's going to get out of bounds to stop the clock. That was third down, so now it's fourth down. 25 seconds to go. And I don't know how far they have to go, but either way, 25 seconds, no timeouts. So where are they going to be? On the field. Fourth down and 3. 25 seconds. Ball at about the 43.5 yard line. Stafford's in shotgun, empty backfield, back to throw. Quick pass, and that's going to be a first down. Kyron Williams inside the 30-yard line, and there's 18 seconds, 17, 16. They're running up. They want to spike this thing. Everyone gets set up in formation. 30-yard line, and he's going to spike it. 12 seconds to go, and they can still take a shot here. We got ourselves a ball game, people. They could still take a shot here, but they have to go sideline or end zone. But you don't want to get too weird with it, man. You're in a decent spot for a field goal. I mean, this is the spot. You know, people talking about Matt LaFleur played for a tie. Are they going to play for overtime?
Everybody, give Matt a shout out. You wanted to be entertained. He is entertaining you tonight. Yes.
Second down and 10. Stafford's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Ball to 30-yard line. He's back. All right, they're shutting it down. We have a timeout here from the 49ers. Seeing kind of what formation they were in. 12 seconds to go. Oh, my goodness, bro. Oh, my goodness. Look at this right here. You know, check out the old podcast, the Matt Ramage Show, as they're taking a little brief time out here. And everywhere you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Google, all the places you listen to podcasts. Listen to mine. Why not? You know what I mean? We have 388 folks watching live across other places right now. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? We lost someone on Twitch, but we gained a few on YouTube. You know what I mean? So, people got to work. You know what I mean? Jets said, I think the Rams should kick the field goal right here. You get tackled inbounds, and it's over. Oh yeah, I definitely think you have to be very, very careful. Like, who do you throw the ball to? I honestly, I don't know if I would take a shot inbounds. I think I would take a shot at the end zone only, and I'm not even sure, dude. Maybe you just try to get something really quick. Matt, we need overtime. Yeah, I need to have a few more beers before I go to work tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not sure, but we're going to see Stafford right here. 12 seconds ago, he's back to throw. He's got a clean pocket. He's throwing deep. He's throwing for the end zone, and that's incomplete. Intended for Devontae Adams. Good coverage down there. You kind of tipped that thing away, even though I don't think the defender was really in position to catch it. But now we have 6 seconds, and I think they're going to go out here and kick the field goal and try to limit my sleep for this evening. I took a nap today, though. I should be all right. You know what I mean? 3rd down and 10. Field goal kicker out here. 0 for 1. He missed from 53 earlier today. But here he is now. 48-yard field goal attempt. And he wants to tie this thing up to take it to overtime. The snap, the kick, it's up, and it's gonna be good! And there's gonna be overtime today unless the Niners can figure out how to score points in 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. I can feel the 600 in the bag already. Dude, I want part of that. I've been rooting for you. We got some bonus football tonight, baby. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. But I appreciate Luke. I appreciate everyone tuning in with me. Jesse, Ricardo. You know what I mean? Philly boy. I'm not sure who's all still rocking with me over here, but I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? But we're going to overtime. I like how the coach, as the field goal, he's like everyone else when their team's kicking a field goal. You start doing some weird stuff like that, trying to guide the ball over it. Oh yeah, Stacy as well. You know, Stacy's still rocking with us. Appreciate Stacy. Shannon as well, still rocking with us. Hey, Matt, hope you are doing well today. You know what I mean? I'm having a good time. I ain't going to lie to you. We have 2 seconds left in our regular time over here. Are we going to have a return? We are going to have a return because they just want to send this in overtime. Maybe they can get some kind of freaky touchdown over here. I don't think it's meant to be, though. He's running towards the sideline, and that's going to be it. We have a tie ball game. Overtime coming up. And regulation here. So now we got the overtime graphic over here, you know, because just let you know, we are a big time production over here. So we're going to figure out.
Spare no expense. No expense.
You know what I mean? We spare no expense. That cost me 3 stickers. Maybe another tie. You know
good
what I mean?
Glossy stickers, too. Glossy. Yes.
All right, we're going to figure out. The refs coming up over here. They're going to explain these overtime rules a little bit. I think we already know them a little bit, but
Hey, speaking of stickers, Matt, I do want one for my topper on my truck, though, too. So definitely, 100% I want one.
I got you, dude.
Yes.
So we got the captains out here at midfield. All right, so we got 1 10-minute period. Each team will have opportunity to possess ball unless team kick it off to start overtime, scores a safety, or receiving team initiate initial possession or time runs out during that possession. And I'm not that fast at reading, and they took it away. So I think you guys know the rest. Basically, if someone scores, the other team has a chance to score. And then after that, it's like kind of like sudden death situation, which the Packers did in overtime, and it was a tie because both teams only possessed it once. I think that they should make it 15 minutes instead of 10 minutes. It used to be 15, but now they have different rules. But I think with these different rules, you make it 15. Rich Eisen, actually, the one I heard say that, and it just makes sense because ties suck. They don't happen a lot, but I feel like if you made it 15 minutes or even like 13 minutes, it would, force another exchange. You know what I mean?
And if both teams tie, both fans of each teams will walk out of the stadium stunned and silent, not knowing what to say.
That's exactly what it is. All right, we're going to take a little break here before we check out and kick off this overtime game. Thanks for rocking with me. Stay tuned because we got ourselves a ball game here, people. You know what I mean?
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking the dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
Here we go. You know what I mean? I didn't realize I was back. I was looking at the TV. But here we go. 10 minutes to go. Obviously, we got some overtime action going on. They won the toss and they defer. I'm going to see who. I didn't really see. The Rams are kicking off, though, over here. Ever since Rodgers won the game against the 49ers with only 37 seconds left, nobody has done that since then, I believe. It's probably right. It's tough, 37 seconds. What was up with that coin toss? Hand signals? I don't know. I didn't really... I was kind of reading the stuff up, so I really wasn't paying attention because I was reading the stuff out the side. But see people talking about it over here. But here comes the kickoff. We got overtime football over here on Thursday Night Football. You know what I mean? Here comes that kickoff. And we're going to have a short kick, and that's going to be... I don't think it went... It has to go to the 20. See, I thought earlier it went past 20 and they didn't throw a flag, so I thought maybe it was a 25, but there's a flag on that because it has to go past the 20-yard line. Is Quick Trip open for overtime snacks? Absolutely, they are. 24 hours, baby. Man, I got to say, get to Philly if you like food. Cheesesteaks, Jim Steaks in South Philly is my favorite. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Philly seems like a good spot. I like that show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So I feel like I know Philly a little bit. I'm just kidding. Here we go. Let's start this overtime. First down and 10. Mac Jones. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 40-yard line after that penalty. He's got a man in motion. Let's see how they start this drive. He's back to throw. Quick pass. That's going to be completed for a first down past the 50-yard line. So in the first play, the Niners, after that penalty and the first down, are able to get past the halfway point of the field. And, not what you want if you're the Rams. Can we all just hope for a tie? You know what I mean? Why not? Jesse says special teams is a disaster everywhere. The first time to do special teams right probably will win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Here we go. Jones is going to be in shotgun ball about the 48-yard line. He's back to throw. Tosses it right side, a little screen to McCaffrey, and he's going to have a blocker, and he's going to get a first down, and he's still scrambling and gambling, and that's down. I think he stays in bounds. I don't think it really matters at this point, but so that dude, the Niners are going right down here.
I really don't think the Niners would be anything without McCaffrey.
Yeah, I don't think they would either. Dude, McCaffrey's an absolute baller. But Mac Jones has been getting it done tonight. He not mistakes. He's been on. I mean, he looks like a professional NFL quarterback. Not that he's not, but I'm just saying, he's back to throw. Quick pass, left side on point, and that's going to be completed on the sideline here, and that's going to be, what's that, second down and short. About 7 yards, I'd say, on that. Ooh, my goodness. 8:20 to go, and the clock continues to tick. You know what I mean? And I'm just expecting overtime. I'm expecting a tie right here. I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for ties from now on. Let's change the rules. No more ties. Second down and 4. Here we go. Mac Jones is in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's in motion back there, so he's basically all alone back there. That's going to be a completed pass for a first down for the San Francisco 49ers. And now they're inside 8 minutes to go in this ball game. For sure this time, you know what I mean? I said it before, but then there was overtime. Now we're in overtime, so it's for sure. They're still huddled up over here. Who do you think's going to win this ball game? Hammer in the chat. Let me know. Who do you think's going to win? We have 407 folks watching live over here on Thursday Night Football. We're back up to 2 people watching on Twitch. You know what I mean? Shout out to both of you. But who do we think is going to win this ball game? 7:24 to go. We're in overtime. Mac Jones is in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's looking, gets it off to McCaffrey, and that's going to be about 5 or 6 yards on first down. And they keep moving the chains. That's the point. Moving forward. It's going to be second down and short. Remember, both teams get possession, so this isn't like old school overtime rules where first team to score wins. If they score, I mean, if you're a Packer fan, you probably know the rules of overtime, you know what I mean, after this last football game. But here we go, second down and 3, 6:48 to go in overtime. Mac Jones is in shotgun, a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's got pressure, and he's going down for the sack.
Boom.
Big time play on defense.
You'll feel that one tomorrow.
All right, here we go. Kevin says, just have a couple dozen ties this season. NFL will change the rule fast. There's not a lot of ties. I mean, that's kind of the point of everyone, like, whatever. 49ers field goal here. Rams score the touchdown. End it. There we go. 49ers think the 49ers are going to win this thing. Jesse says, it's third down and 12 over here. McCaffrey is like Barkley from the Eagles, just being able to run and make people miss it. It is insane. You know what I mean? Here we go, third down and 12. Mac Jones is in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's going to have pressure off the right side. He's trying to make people miss. He dumps it off, and that's going to be short, incomplete. I don't know why they're still playing. Mac Jones got to take it down. And he's closing it up. Underwear is showing. His whole butthole staying out. Not really. Just need a Devontae touchdown, you know what I mean? I'm with a fourth down and 12 over here. So, and Mac Jones is, dude, he's getting carried off the field basically. Not carried, but helped off the field. Now he's kind of crouched over, people who ain't watching. But now they have a field goal attempt coming up over here. 41-yard field goal attempt. The ball is up, and he's gonna hit the pole, but it goes in. It hit the upright, but it bounces in. So the Niners take the lead 26-23, 5:51 to go in overtime. If the Rams can go down here and score a touchdown, they can win this ball game. You know what I mean? Because I will find the Niner troll on my page and say, what's up? You know what I mean? Mac Jones has really taken some abuse tonight. Round of applause. This guy has done it all. Absolutely. Let's give him a round of applause. You know what I mean? He has balled out tonight. Shout out to Mac Jones. Stacy says, when in Jersey, make sure you get the breakfast Jersey staple pork roll, egg, and cheese on a hard roll with salt, pepper, and ketchup. There you go.
Isn't that called the heart attack?
Stacy out here trying to kill me. Nah, my heart's used to that stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, not exactly that, but like just not healthy stuff.
Hey.
So we got ourselves a 3-point ball game in overtime. We're going to see. Oh, my goodness. 5:51 to go. Here comes the kickoff. Can the Rams do something? We're going to have to return from the 5-yard line. He's at the 15. He's at the 20, 25. He's trying to cut it through. He gets to about the 33, 34-yard line. And the Rams, with all the mistakes they've made, with the slow start, Stafford jogs out of the field here. The Rams offense are in position right here to go on here and win this ball game. Down 3 in overtime. Under 6 minutes to go. Let's go Rams. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, Vince, give me that Go Pack Go. We'll just pretend it's like for Rams. Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go! All right, here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's throwing it right side, and that's going to be completed to Tuka Nakua, and that's going to be short of a first down, but it's second down and very short. Here we go. That was inbounds, right? Yeah, second down and 1, they're saying. 5:35 to go in overtime. The Niners have 2 timeouts. The Rams have 2 timeouts. Here we go. Stafford's in shotgun, empty backfield. He's back to throw. He's got the clean pocket, very clean. Now he's rolling left. Now he's trying to throw it deep. Middle of the field, right side of the field. That's going to be a reception. First down to Atwell. That was not middle of the field. That was the right sideline. That thing floated. What a beautiful throw, dude. Let's check this replay. Let's check this route out. All right, he's from the left, on the left side of the hash marks. He runs all the way across on like a sliding road. I love those routes that cut across, because they're hard to cover, and he got that thing at the 20-yard line. So the Rams have the ball at the 20-yard line. It's first down and 10, 5:04 to go in overtime. A touchdown here wins the game. A field goal, ties it, which they don't want to do. Obviously there's still 5 minutes to go. Here we go. Stafford's back to throw. He's got time. He's throwing it towards the end zone. Incomplete. Might have been tipped, but that's second down. That was intended for Atwell as well. Oh, my goodness. What do we got going on here, folks? 412 folks watching live right now as the Rams possibly. Do they win this game? It's second down and 10. McCaffrey's like, dude, I've been carrying this team on my back. I got a little back sprain caused by carrying. All right, here we go. Second down and 10. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. He's looking left. Now he's looking middle. Now he's looking right. That's going to be completed for about 3-yard gain to Williams. And now they're going to try to, I won't say hurry this up, but they're bouncing up a little bit. Third down and 6. 4:28 to go in overtime. The clock is still moving. This stadium is full. Everyone's loving it. This is the good ball game right here. This is what you want. Under 4:20 to go in overtime. Third down and 6. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Ball at the 16-yard line. He's back to throw. He's running out of time. Gets rid of it. Short of a first down. That's completed to Williams, but it's going to be fourth down in like a yard. No, what do you do here, bro? You're in overtime. Do you want to tie it? There's still 4 minutes, and now just go back down there and score. Or are you going for it? You going for the win right here? They're going for the win right here. Fourth down and 1. They're saying we ain't done yet, baby. We ain't playing for a tie. And if they win this game, a lot of Packer fans are going to have lots to say about Matt LaFleur right here. They're playing for the win right here. Well, Stafford's going to be under center, and then they're trying to get him to jump. Did they? The refs blew it dead. We have a timeout over here. Whew. I'm jacked up, people. I'm jacked up. Fourth down and 1, 3:41 to go.
I was getting ready with that air horn. So,
dude, it's fourth down, dude. We got a timeout. It's only a 30-second timeout, so, dude, like, what are they going to do? I like it. I like the call. We're going to see if that's a good play call. Fourth down and 1, 3:41 to go in overtime. They are going for it. We'll get to the comments over here after this. Stafford's going to be under center. Ball at the 11-yard line. They need 1 yard. He's going to try to draw him off. There's 14 seconds, 13, 12. Now he's moving around a little bit, kind of going back in a shotgun, trying to, yeah. That was a bad attempt to get him to jump. Like, remember Aaron Rodgers when he got people to jump? Like, he'd be like, he'd be like getting all into it. Like, these guys today, they don't really, give them half efforts. You know what I mean? You're gonna get him to jump. Don't just go out there and go through the motions.
it's almost like the guys are going, please jump.
Yeah, it's like, dude, get after it. Green Bay did the right thing, milking the clock, but when there was 28 seconds they needed to throw toward the end zone and they didn't, that's the problem. Yeah, I feel like for the most part what they did was all right. It's just like when it got down to it, they weren't really hurrying. They weren't really in hyper mode speed. That's my issue with how that thing went down. But fourth down and 1, here we go. Kevin, Rams should go. Winners just win. You know what I mean? But here we go. 3:41 to go. Stafford's going to be under center. Ball to 11-yard line. They're going to hand this thing off up the middle, and he got shut down. The Niners take over. 3:36 to go in overtime. The Niners take over. Dude, this game is banana.
Boom.
This game is freaking crazy.
You'll feel that one tomorrow.
No, is it? Yeah, that's game, right? Yeah, that's game. Yeah, they don't have to go anymore. Obviously, they're already winning 26-23. So the Niners win the ball game. Oh, my goodness. What? That's what happened. Hi. Yep, game over. They didn't play for the tie, and they lost. So, what's the right answer there? Devontae Adams doesn't seem very happy today. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Yeah, this game is definitely over. I was wrong. I was thinking something else.
I don't know about that call running it up the middle though. I
think I would have rather than a play action, kind of throw it to the flat. At least maybe have another route, going a little bit over. But yeah, I don't know. But that was a ball game right there. Kind of, I don't know. This game kind of had a bad taste after that bad penalty. But come the end of the game, this was a good football game. Goes to overtime. Niners win 26-23. What an absolute battle. But yeah, shout out to Stacy, dude. Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to everyone rocking with us. Luke, Jesse, Jonathan, Kevin. I'm trying to roll up here. Some people might have busted out already. What's up, Luke? Yeah, I appreciate everyone rocking with me. These live streams are always fun. The game streams are the most fun, just watching football with a bunch of friends. So appreciate y'all hanging out with me, rocking with me and Vince. Give a shout out to Vince over here, handling all the graphic designs and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Shout out to Vince. So we will be back Sunday. Actually, we'll be back tomorrow. We're doing a game night. We're gonna figure some stuff out. 7:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night. We'll be live, but also Sunday for 3:30. The Lions taking on the Bengals. We're gonna be live for that game, and then Monday Night Football. That's gonna be the Chiefs and someone else. I forget who exactly off the top of my head, but we will be here. So come hang out with us. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Stacy. Shout out to Jonathan out here.
Yes, thanks, Stace.
And shout out to Luke. He said good news. The Rams are trash. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if they're trash, but they didn't win this particular ball game. We're out of here. Thanks for rocking with. Big shout out to Quick Trip. Big shout out to Nicolay Lau. And big shout out to all you watching live. You know what I mean? Without you, we couldn't do this. You know what I mean? So go Pack, go. And the Niners suck. You know what I mean?